Good evening, everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic Sunday so far. Lovely to have you all here. Are you ready for the Chewie onesie stream? I know I am. Here we go, into the main scene. Dun dun dun. Good evening, one and all. Lovely to have you here on Sunday. How's your weekend been? I hope it's been good. There is no Samadan here. I hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you all here. Who do we have in? We have Dave, we have Coffee Cat, we have Kozakov, Dutchman, Grumpy Dad. Thank you so much, Grumpy Dad, for your sub whilst we're starting up. Really is appreciated. Pathme and Meralix, Game Cat Cat, Aspie Savage, Hamish and Stockcraft, Fishboy, Castigill, Drizzling Rose, Zimpow, Lichborg, sorry, there we go, Metkid, Detlev Boy, Coffee Cat, lots of people, Yelek and Dutchman, Cryptexus, Magnesio, Yelek, Inventor Doom, Belagar, Adela and Danion X, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Hervenger, good evening to you. Thank you, Doc Otter, very kind of you to say so. Someone's saving on the heating bill. I know this is really, really warm. I'm not used to it, but thankfully there's no heating on up here, so we're okay. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you all had a lovely weekend. In thanks to everyone and your amazing support this week, this month even, and all through the last 3 years. This is in honour of meeting our sub goal this month, so thank you all. Bon Hominel, thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Someone dial 0900 Chew. That's right, Darkwing. We have a complete Chewie takeover tonight. I was going to do a whole load of Chewie sounds and stuff for the follows and things, but my son rightly pointed out that's probably all copyrighted, so probably not. Probably not worth it, no, definitely. I hope you're all having a fantastic weekend. Lovely to have you all here. Gindi, good evening. Jupsterino, yes, it is. We have the onesie stream. We met our goal this month, so it's fantastic to be able to share the fun and the love. Chewie Dan is here. Marsbert, good evening to you. And his Padawans, something like that. Naval, good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. You can't see, I'll have to show you. But you've never known this, but in the last 3 years I've also been wearing Yoda slippers, but no one ever saw them, so we have these as well. But now would be a good time to reveal those, I think, because those have been down there all this time. I hope you're doing well. How's everyone's weekend of gold making? I hope lots of gold's been made. Good evening, Vallegro. Chewbacca, nice to see you instead of Samadan, and hi Twitch. Good evening, Valego, how are you? Lovely to have you here. The force is definitely strong. Yes. Away put your weapons, my slippers mean you no harm. Biscuit, good evening to you, I hope you're doing well. Alexia, good evening to you. Paul DK, good evening to you. I might as well say I'm jealous of that. Yes, of course you've not seen my hairs. I have to put it down out the way because I can't put a bun up behind the Chewie hood. So, yes, this is the first time you've probably seen my hair down as well, which is surprisingly long. You'd be surprised at. Good evening, Natty, Vesamora. Not much gold made. Endless farming of candy buckets to grab the pets and all tunes. Stockpile later. Very boring, but worth it in the end. Yes, definitely. Definitely. Cool enough. I'm to join you and wear your T5 priest robe. Also, it's 90 outside today. Wow, yeah, look. Farmer True, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. How have you been? Thank you, Valego, for the shout out as well. Farmer True, multi-boxer extraordinaire in the house, definitely. Your hair is always down. Oh, right, okay. I came from the ones here. Oh, right, yes. No, this is mine. This part, but it goes all the way. It just keeps going all the way down there. So it is quite long, definitely.
Hellrider 1984 just subscribed. Samada 1 hi, Samada 1 thumbs.
Hellrider, thank you so much for your Prime sub. That is amazing. Thank you. Thank you for your continued support. I'm not used to hearing myself muffled. Oh, we've got a new Halloween Halloween emote that I just put on whilst I was doing the thing for the Wowhead earlier. I thought it'd be nice to have a Halloween themed one. So we've got a Samadan Hallows emote. If you haven't spotted it already, that's just to tie in with the Halloween theme that we got going on. Let me actually check whilst I'm here, because the Wowhead blog might have gone live in that time. Let me just have a look, just in case. No, it's not gone live yet, so we got time. Give people a chance to come in. Bad hair day. Not quite goalkeeper. This is the full Chewbacca effect. Danger Zone, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. You've caught a special one, the Chewie onesie stream. LFD, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. There we go. Can be Sama, good evening. Hope you're doing well. There we go. And goalkeeper going for a Silas. What kind of, would you like a Chewie themed Silas? I'm not sure if I could do one, but I could try. I'll give it my best, certainly. What kind of Silas would you like? And Nelfa, thank you so much for the follow as well. Lovely to have you here. Yeah, that works pretty well actually. The the person and the Hikons one and the Hallows as well. That's pretty good. Live 15 seconds ago. Oh, what was live 15 seconds ago? There's the cat version. I like that one. Oh, it was. Oh, the Wowhead. There we go. Thank you. Let me have a look. There it is. Fantastic. Let me go set that up. As we've got everything going on there, and I'll copy that, and then we'll come over here, go to my emotes, not my emotes, I'll go here to my commands is what I was looking for, and then I can edit that one. So we have the latest Wowhead to talk about. Obviously Hallow's End is in full force, so people collecting up their candy for their treats, for their pets. Hopefully getting some horsemen for those that are after their mount. Hopefully people are getting those. There we go. See if that works. There we go. Wobbin Hunt, good evening to you. Thank you so much. I'm having a fantastic weekend. There we go. And the command should be working now. So let's do Wowhead. There we go. And that should be the same one there. Okay, number 148. I'll bring this over this side. I'll just make sure I'm not AFK for a minute, and then we'll come over here, and then I can pop that over there. Then I can see everything in one go. There we are. Fantastic. You got 2 head assaults on that, Mars, but that is fantastic. one for each foot. That's brilliant. Adriana, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. I just resubbed for your 6 month. What a ride it's been so far. Rhyperior, that sounds fantastic. There we go, that's all coming through. Hold on, let me go and make sure I haven't missed anything. Oh, what happened to the sort back one? Oh, I didn't. I took that one off for the moment because I wasn't getting much use, Alexia, but I can always put it back on if people want to use that one again. Mr. Ugly, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Chewbacca looks better with a proper beard. I think so. I think it completes the picture, certainly. There we go. Holding second in case they switch them to BOE from Soulbound. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? And good evening, Mr. Ugly. Lovely to have you here. Jack, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well.
Zinpao just subscribed. Make gold we do here, do not try to or play WoW, not harm.
I get what you're saying, the Yoda theme there. Make gold we do. Do or do not. Do not try. Do or do not play WoW. Something like that, Zimpal. Thank you so much for your prime. That is amazing. Continued support. That is amazing. 18 months is a long, long time. So thank you. Thank you so much. That is absolutely brilliant. Thank you. And Shrike 6, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Again, we're saving yours for that. You do a whole. For me to do a whole bag. Oh right, Alexia. Okay, I'll remember next time on the stream, and then I'll sort that one out. Goalkeeper moting. We didn't have a. What kind of Silas did you want? I completely forgot that. I do apologise. Let me just check that I didn't spit one on. A cat version. Oh, there we go. I completely missed that one, Goalkeeper. Let me just come back and do that one. And Drizzling Rose has got one as well. So they've got a May the Silas be with you. Okay, I'll do the cat one from Goalkeeper first, because that was long overdue. Long overdue. Okay, here we go. We can get full screen Chewie as well for this one. Okay. Meow, Silas, meow. There we go. That's that one. And then we also have Drizzling Rose. What kind of Silas? May the Silas be with you. Okay, that will do. We'll do that one as well. Okay. Okay. May the Silas be with you. These are not the Silases you're looking for. There we go. I hope that works as well. There we go. Got both of those in one go. Do or do not. There is no try. Brother, didn't make me late for the Wii stream. No problem, Wonder Sheep. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're doing well. And Sandandy, good evening to you. Chewbacca stream is finally here, most definitely. Thank you all for your support. Without that, none of this would have been possible. So thank you. Just completed Exile's Reach on a Horde character to experience it, setting up dual farmer druid. Now trying to figure out a good name for a void elf to see the alliance side. Interesting one. I'm not sure for a void elf. Anyone got any suggestions? They're identical other than the characterizations. Oh really? Okay. Apophis, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Francis, good evening to you as well. Hope you're doing well. Elf boy totems, good evening. I hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. Allied races start at level 10. Oh, so do they miss the whole Exile's Reach completely? That would be a shame. So how's everyone's gold making? Is it still doing well for everyone with the return of everyone? I think there's a lot of stuff going on at the moment. Let me scroll down and we can talk about the various changes we've got at the moment. They do, okay. And Steve C, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're doing well. So let's have a look. Okay. And Tertian, good evening to you. Loving the onesie. Thank you so much. It's starting to get warm in here. How we're going to manage the 3 hours is going to be fun, definitely. And Necroli Wow, thank you so much for the follow. This week, 1.6 million in sales and 700,000 in profit. So I would say that is incredibly good, Jack. Definitely good. Is that on one server or is that spread across all 13? But very good, definitely. Just reviewing your TSM numbers for the last month, you've gone up 4.8 million. Lots of good tips been able to utilise. Oh, that sounds fantastic. 4.8 million is brilliant. 110k mailbox today. Zanzaful, good evening to you. Hello, Chewbacca in chat. How are you? Chewbacca. That's Chewbacca's sister, I think you're thinking of there. Yeah, we won't go that far, Harbinger. I think that'll be against terms of service. Thank you, Vallegro, for the shout out as well. And Jack as well. Double shout out. Sold one medallion of the Legion for 7,000 and bought 5,000 instead of 500. A shower of ale by my mistake. First unintended flip attempt. Well, that's a lot of a shower of ale. Hopefully you'll be able to turn it into something decent. Hopefully the price was decent though. Trying to farm Yard's Journal for your 2 engineers, but I think it must have had very good luck last time, or in the wrong place. Been at it an hour or so. Is that for getting the recipe to get the Yard's peculiar energy source? I remember, where was I? One of the raids, Pandaria raids, that got me that, I think, fairly early on, I believe. Wrong window, hold on. Wowhead is the one I wanted on there. There we go. That should be better. About 3 million today. Fantastic, Farmer True. That sounds very good. Is that just in one day? But yeah, I think it was the Heart of Fear raid, I think it was, I did. And it was just the trash mobs at the beginning. I remember, where was I? Oh yes, in the mountains. Got mine fairly quickly, use Wowhead, in case you didn't. Yeah, I can't remember where I got mine from, but it was definitely fairly quick, certainly. Must be the wrong place, I think. Thank you, Valego. Yes, we've got a fair amount to get through today, so first things on the list with the Wowhead blog this week is Sharken's got some lovely tips here. Lovely discoveries, rather. The first one was an interesting one, undocumented changes with pre-patch. This one being the lock boxes. Very interesting that they give you different things depending on what level you are when you open them, which it makes sense, kind of. I understand that, but it's a very interesting way of making sure that you don't open your lock boxes on a low-level character if you want something higher, something like that, definitely. Fit to Rain, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Yeah, since it normally takes about 50 minutes, definitely. Best get started. So it isn't telling you anything other than you could be anywhere. So I would say start in the entrance to a raid. Go with something like that. Don't know what you said. Okay, that guy's awesome. Thank you, Alexia. And for your 14-year-old, I'll say, ho, 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 ho. Goat Yay, good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. How's my garrisons been holding up with all the pre-patch changes? I think they should be okay on Hex Sweep bags. I know Rose has done very well on the Hex Sweep bags of late. Yeah, the lockbox and the chest. We've got the chest further down here as well. But this is very interesting because there's, if you're looking to vendor these, a vendor price of 74 gold is much better than a 7 silver vendor price. And then obviously, well, look at it this way. There's another way to think about this. If you wanted to sell a green for transmog, then open it up on a low-level character, so the deposit fees are low. That would be an option. Old one, good evening to you. Chewbacca is here indeed. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, lots of Hexu, I imagine. Hard Fear is great for the drop, since the first room is packed with mobs, and it's a quick reset, rinse, and repeat. Yeah, Wolven Hunt's got it. Now, that's what I did when I did that. It was fairly easy off the first trash mobs. I believe it was even the first pack that I killed, I got the recipe. But hopefully, yeah, so that will be an interesting thing to do with this, with the lockboxes, to bear in mind that, it's a bit like Schrodinger's cat, really. It's both high and low level until you open it, and then you get something at the right level. So it's interesting, definitely interesting. Blacksphere, Blacksphere Meg, good evening to you. I love the hazel emotes; those are brilliant. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're doing well. And Elorian, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Schrodinger's cat should be a pet from lockboxes. If that would be good, definitely, I think. Does Transmog sell now? It will probably sell in some form, I imagine, eventually. It all sells eventually. It's just about the timing. I've waited 400 days for some things to sell, and they've sold. Not necessarily Transmog, but that was crafted Transmog. But it's still worth it. So different ways of thinking about this. If you think you might be selling stuff to a vendor, then go high. If you think you're going to sell stuff back on the auction house, then go low. And then if you want to disenchant something, go for the level bracket where there's the appropriate disenchant loot table for you as well. Yeah, exactly as Kozako says. Sometimes it takes a while, and it depends on what other people are doing, really. Now is a good time as people start collecting things, really. And we're in this lull period until the next expansion hits, really. Yeah, same as the pets, really. So a few months of posting. Yeah, now should be a good one, definitely. Different stuff drops out of boxes and chests. Quite a few of the really rare drops have you've never seen come out of those before. Interesting, Alexa, interesting. So there's going to be some, I think, a shake-up of loot boxes, lock boxes and chests with this new way of working, certainly. We've got a little bit more on the chests further down, but I'll talk about the Hallow's End stuff next, because that's pretty good too. Hubbard, thank you so much for your 2 months. Thank you so much for your continued support. Holiday emotes for you. Hope you're doing well. There we go. Nothing to see here, move along. Yeah, maybe it depends on the type of chest. Yeah, it could be. Ardonimus, good evening to you. We do indeed have the Chewie stream tonight. Lovely to have you here. And Edwards, good evening. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. I grew it out specially. How's your weekend been? I hope it's been good. More 3D printing, I hope. So we're just going through the Wowhead blog at the moment. So talking about opportunities in Hallow's End. So obviously there's a number of things we could do here. Obviously, if you're going to be collecting up all of your sort of your tricky treats and candy buckets and things like that, if you've got the candy bucket add-on and you've got lots of alts that need to level up, it's a handy way to do both leveling and collecting your candies at the same time. So this is a very good suggestion that you might as well do it on a character and get a little bit of XP at the same. Can I do the Chewie roar? I can try. I can do more of the subtle sort of kind of noise, but I can't do the full-on roar. I hope that works for you. Thank you, camera. Lovely to have you here. Been good. I printed off so much stuff over the weekend. Need to run them, work out before it gets too late. We'll pop back in a bit later. No problem, Edwards. Lovely to have you here. Good enough. We'll do that. We'll stick with that one, certainly. And then other things we've got is the very interesting... This, I didn't realise that you could have your decorations can be left up for a daily kill on Arachnis with a drop of sack of spectral spiders to give you for the toy for that. I didn't realise you could actually have your decorations up all through. So that was pretty good. Sounds like a sea lion. That's probably more accurate, actually, Jack. Come out of chest and lower back size. What was the other one? Dawnbringer, I want to say. Oh, that's interesting. I've been selling the toy all year long. Oh, really? Okay, that's a nice little tip that I didn't realise. And then obviously I saw Seathrift doing this earlier, farming for the coin of many faces, which is also a very popular thing at the moment. But it's one of those seasonal things where if you pick it up now, if you can get it cheap now, and then sell it throughout the year, is always useful. You didn't see a difference with the chest of Burning Crusade. Maybe it's not the chest of Vanilla, or I've not been lucky. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't done much chest investigation yet to see, certainly. Yash, good evening to you. Yeah, we've gone full Chewbacca today. Lovely to have you here. You keep your Xmas gear up all year. Yeah, exactly. I can see why you would, definitely, if you got a chance for stuff. Yeah, sort of a chance for of a toy to sell. Yeah, very good. Thank you so much. Yes. We're just going through the Wowhead blog at the moment, so we are talking through all the various things we can do with Hallow's End. Obviously you can get the magic broom now as well, so if you're not a druid, having an instacask flight form is very useful, so that's another handy thing to do, and there's a list of things and ways to get that here. Jeeper Ball, good evening to you, hope you're doing well. Or should I say Wookiee greetings. That reminds me of the joke. Two stormtroopers were in the cantina, and one says to the other one, "How's your Wookiee steak?" And the other stormtrooper goes, "It's a little chewy." You were in the group farming earlier, were you, Adriana? There we go. Pre-patch made you install TSM and now you're here. Well, you're more than welcome to be here. If you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. That's what we're here for. Any TSM help, and also bad dad jokes as well. And next up we have a nice little video from Thrawn Gaming, who talks about how you can get hold of the Coin of Many Faces, as well as a few other pet things towards the end of the video. So well worth, if you're not sure about what to do and where to go in terms of farming for the Coin of Many Faces, then this video will help you out on that one, certainly. Zalius, thank you so much. Yeah, TSM is a game changer. Always have been a Goblin, but TSM is so much better. It manages your inventory much better, definitely. Zany84, thank you so much. 3 months is amazing. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you. There's a whole lot of emotes for you, including the Hallow's End one, as we're talking about Hallow's End. There we go. And Darwood Kazemi, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you. Hope you're doing well. My goal for Shadowlands is to not be poor. Well, that's a good start, definitely. Spend less is always a good start. Traditioner, good evening to you. Chewbacca is here. First and foremost, I must say, Chewbacca wouldn't be here without all of your support. So thank you all for making my sub goal possible. So first and foremost, thank you. And Chewie says thank you too. Yeah, definitely spend wisely. And then, as we were talking about the lockbox changes up here from Sharkan also tells us about the chest changes. And this is interesting about keeping a chest open for other people to loot, and then other people can go in and get different loot tables. This sounds like a bug to me. I'm not sure with this one, but it's obviously a way that you can go in, open a chest, and other people can make use of it. Obviously chests are kind of like just give you a small snapshot of loot. Yeah, I would agree with you, Ken Kakat. I think it seems strange to keep it open for other people and then other people to be able to loot it. I wouldn't be surprised to see something like this get fixed in the future. It doesn't sound like how you'd expect chests to work. It reminds you when you're low on items you can craft and sell. So I was going over inventory, see what we're short on. Yeah, that's it's so much easier with the task list and the crafting queue, definitely. Yeah, I'd agree. But it's good to highlight these things, especially on Wowhead, because they do get noticed. So if it's not as intended, then I'm sure Blizzard will be able to sort something out with that one. Sounds like the bug with the mining carts from the Warfront bug. What was the bug with the mining carts, Wolfenhunt? I don't remember that one. Let me just go stop myself from going AFK for a minute. There we go. Jump back onto that. There we are. That's just 10 chests in a go, similar to herbs, or I'm misunderstanding. I think that should be how it works. One person opens it, keeps it open for everyone else, then everyone else goes in, has a look, and then loots it, and then the last person opens it. So yes, I would think so. It definitely seems strange. So in terms of undocumented changes, there's a few things coming out through pre-patch that's definitely worth talking about. He's done it in stream with other people as well. Yeah. You're farming wolves and EU Horde if anyone wants to join. I've got 3 spots open. Thank you, Rose, if anyone would like to join Rose on a little bit of wolf farming. You clicked it and the other could click. They changed it to where only one person could loot. Yeah. Thank you, Villego, for the shout out for Rose's guide. As if you're wondering as to why Rose is going after wolves, it's a very good reason right there. So it's actually quite a short one, this week in terms of the Wowhead blog, because I've also got Lazy Goldmaker has a nice little Lazy Goldmaker. If you haven't been to Lazy Goldmaker's website, it's really good. So there's a link to it here. But also he does a little mini podcast talking about things that have been going on in the game for him. And there was a nice one this week about unexpected pre-patch changes and talking about how uncanny gear is back on the table and consumables, enchant selling, bags, goblin glider kits, always working quite well. And then the extra materials you get from scrapping. A nice kind of general Goldmaker's roundup conversation. So if you haven't checked out Lazy Goldmaker's website, I highly recommend go over. And he does stream as well, as Vlega has just shouted out there, so don't forget that as well. If the person loot the test disappears, yeah, you'd have the person who opened the chest has to keep it open, isn't it? I think only if the first one doesn't loot can the other loot it too. But some things tells me it's really not wanted. The fact they loot inside are different for everyone. Yes, I would say so. Mr. BMI, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. So yeah, it doesn't make sense if the game mechanic is to for the loot to disappear when the first person's opened it, then them to not open it and someone else to be able to loot it doesn't sound like a intended purpose for opening of chests. So it definitely sounds like I would call this one a bug, certainly. When Waterfront first came out, or the Warfronts first came out, you could click the mining cart, and while you clicked it, others could come up and loot too. Ah, right, okay. But this is specific in the sense that the first person has to open it and then not loot it. In which case, it's different to its intended singular purpose. So I would definitely, as Game Cat says, I would definitely call this a bug more than anything else. So those are the main topics this week on the Wowhead blog. Not a long one, but some important things to think about in terms of gold making. If you're doing anything with Hallows and highlighting these interesting changes with lockboxes, that's a really important one. And then the things with the chest, also important. Yeah. So I think lockboxes make sense. I can understand that one. I would categorise that as intended. And then the chest, I would call a bug from that one. So from looking at those, but if you do have any comments on this, please do shout out and pop them on the Wowhead blog. And if you do have any questions, want to see Chewie onesie in all its glory, please do come over to the main thing. So that was a short and sweet Wowhead blog this week. We've got lots of gold to be making anyway, so what I'll do is I'll leave that one off for the moment, let that one carry on. There we go. And the Jenkster 420, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. We'll go through and we'll do our usual gold making opening of the mail, see where we're at with everything on our characters. I need to relist, everything's gone and expired since I last I did a little bit of relisting on Samadan earlier, so we can probably just check his at the moment. Few sales since Thursday this is, so we're doing all right. Shushix, good evening to you, hope you're doing well. And Frere Wissis, thank you so much for the follow, lovely to have you here. So what have we sold since Thursday? Elemental Force, Light Step of Blades, Deadly Navigation, some food, baked potato, abyssal fried risole, shining spell thread, heavy linen gloves, some uncanny gear, a few more enchants, hidden satyr for 1,700, that's good, Hydral expedition bag 1,800, netherweave deep sea bags, netherweave bags still doing well at 26, a couple of sinister squashlings for a very cheap price of 6 gold there, crusader enchants, little bling for 84 gold, deep sea bags, another little bling there for 84. I can't remember what price I bought those for. Let me check the ledger. I don't have a purchase price on Little Bling, interestingly. Got a Little Smoky is there. Maybe it's on, let me check, expenses. Little Bling is there. 20 gold I bought Little Bling for, and I sold it for 84 gold. So that's not so bad. I'm alright with that one. Good evening, Dave. Good afternoon to you. I hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here on the Chewie stream. And John's back. Good evening to you. Thank you so much. It's not too bad. I'm getting accustomed to the warmth of it now, so we're doing all right at the moment. Thank you, Jack, for the shout out for Dave. If you haven't checked out Dave's amazing art, please go over straight away and have a look, because Dave does amazing work. And Prophets, good evening to you. Looking warm, most definitely, Prophets. How are you? Lovely to have you here. And thank you, Jack, for the shout out for Prophets as well. If you want to know anything about Loot Appraiser, Prophets is the writer of that add-on. Faralkis, good evening. Hope you're doing well. And Nicoliolo
Dion just subscribed. What have I tuned into? XD.
Gwilyn, good evening to you. That is amazing. And you have the golden Oreo hat as a 28th month subscriber. Thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you for your continued epic support. That is amazing. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well. It's a special Chewie stream in thanks to all the subs and supports that we've had this month. So I think it's well earned. I'm here for your entertainment pleasure. Recommend having one alchemist and building per 25 turns spine with sorcerer's earth transmutes. That's also quite handy, actually. Gwynley, good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. And Panoramic Druid, good evening to you. Yes, we do indeed have Chewie with us tonight. It's lovely to have you here. So that's all good on Samadan's front. Last couple of days, 23,000. We'll take all of that. Get ourselves back up to 1.5 million, because we spent a little bit on recipes and things earlier, so we'll do that one. I think the unlooted lockbox changing its eye level based on opener's level, even if someone else peeked in it, smells like an unintended behaviour to me. Can someone else look in it, Nabil? Can someone else open it and then close it and then pass it on? I didn't realise that one. Do the thing. Do the thing. I assume you mean the chewy noises. That's what the post said. Yes, I think that does put it in the same territory as the chests, doesn't it? Yeah. From actually being able to, I hadn't realised. Even though I copy and pasted it from Shark and thing, I hadn't realised it was actually you could look at it and then pass it on to someone else. That is very interesting, actually. That would strike me as a bug from that point of view as well. Yeah. I just thought it was something that you just passed on and opened. I didn't realise you could open it and then close it again. I guess if you don't loot it, then that's an option, isn't it? You could have a look and say, oh, is that something I want to sell on the auction house, in which case I'll pass it to a lower level character, get them to open it, and I have a low listing fee. Or if it's something I want to vendor, then I'll pass it to a high level character, and then they can vendor it for a higher amount. I can see how that would be. That takes the fun out of lockboxes, definitely, I would say. I was happy with it when I had assumed that it was just you open it and then that's what you got in it. And it's scaled whatever accordingly, but that is interesting. Right, I don't think I should do a council scan because I have too much stuff on here, but what have I got? Uncanny Cloak just selling here. We probably need to do a restock looking at all of this because we had quite a few sales, so I'll start with that and then we'll work our way through the other characters and open all of that as well. So enchanting, tailoring, restock those. Wow, okay, that's a lot to restock on. How much do we have here? Gathering wise, open the task alt guild banks, ember silts in the guild bank, and various bits and pieces. And let's start with the hexweave cloth. We'll do that one. No need to undercut you. No, definitely not, Valega. I don't need to do that. And then we'll go here, and then get a load of stuff from the guild bank. Load of stuff from the vendor. Okay, let's go have a look. See if we can pick up a few bits and pieces here. Let's go open up the guild bank and we'll grab this lot. Then we've got bolts of ember silk cloth for our Hyjal expedition bag. We need the volatile life from the auction house, that from the vendor, and enchanting crafts from there. Penguin, thank you so much.
Penguin cheered. X100. Oh my god. I am loving the looks. It's fab.
Thank you so much, Penguin. Lovely to have you here. Thank you for the cheer. I'm glad you're enjoying the onesie. Right, let's go through here, and we'll need TSM for this, so we'll close that down and reopen it. Then we can buy from the vendor and do that lot. And then next is, okay, so what are we missing? Buying from the auction house here. Volatile life we can do. So, whoops, that was the wrong one. And then we'll go here for that. There we go. I think maybe intended for the lockbox, definitely not for the chest. Lockbox is just about knowing that if you open it on a high character, the gold will be better than the low. Loving the onesie, making 40 to 50k a day on your auctions. Very nice, Mike Bloodserbs. Really nice. Glad it's working out for you. 20 gold for these. That sounds a good price. I only need Volatile Life 19, so I'm going to buy extra here. I'm going to buy a couple of hundred. Oops, that was the wrong button. Hold on. Right, and unlock again. 200. There we go. Just so I've got some spare. And for the moment, what's my normal smart average buy price? 27. Yeah, so I'll take it at 20. So that I've got some in stock. Now, something else I needed. I don't see it once. Me neither. It's just I've let my hair down today. That's the only difference. It locks in the contents of the lockbox. As in, you've looked at it and then it doesn't change. The only thing that does change, though, is the actual item level of it, which could kind of make sense, yeah. Whereas the chest, it's actually something completely different, isn't it? Chewie sound clip. Okay, Penguin. I won't play that on the stream simply because I don't want any Star Wars sounds to sneak through onto my onto the YouTube. The onesie was a Christmas present from a long time ago from my family. I very rarely get it. It's very rarely cold enough for me to wear it, so it's all a good opportunity to wear it today. And Georgie Mac, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Richard Sam's tweet with a picture of him standing on the floor at the kitchen chair. Mention how good it would see him stream Alliance Secret Labs. Yeah, that's a good idea, Darkwing. I will probably start saving up for one myself in absence of that, certainly. Borealis is still laggy. Opening mail is 1 item per 3 seconds. Yeah, Borealis can be really slow sometimes, definitely. Sculpted Lich King helm last night. Oh, fantastic, Edwards. Did a test print earlier and it came out so nice. Going to have to convert some miniatures. Nice, Edwards. Commander Bond, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. I can't spot it even. Yeah, I guess it's not the full Cantina music, is it, Jack? It's cool here. You wish you had it. Yeah, it's a 2 seconds clip. Okay. Looks like a beaver. Does a little bit, actually. The Chewie is a little bit more deformed, certainly when it's on my head. It's not too bad here. Probably about sort of 17 degrees or something like that. Yeah, we don't want anything muted for that same reason, Vallejo, definitely. I mean, I was going to change all of my follow and sub notification sounds to be Chewie sounds, but then my son quite rightly pointed out to me that it's probably going to get me sort of DMCA'd on it, and I wouldn't want it to be muted, definitely. Onyoko, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the follow. So glad you made it back for this. Well, it's lovely to have you here, Commander Bond. I hope you're doing well. We're in the middle of just restocking at the moment. We've got some various bits here. What was I missing here on this one? That was the crystallized life. I wonder if I could buy that more easily, because that's probably easier looking at that and swapping characters. It needs me to be able to spell crystallized though, so hopefully that's correct. Probably not correct from the looks of things. Let me just bring that up so I can see it. 2 L's is what I'm missing there. Crystallized life. There you go. At 2 gold, that is quite cheap, so I'm going to buy some at that price. There's only 44 of it on, so I'm going to take it all. There we go. And that's easier. There we go. And Durage93, thank you so much for the follow. And Forkies also, thank you also for the follow. Lovely to have you both here. So I'll send a lot to Lolo. Oh, this is piece. It's really not intended gameplay. I guess you could look at it this way, Neville. It is in effect putting a relic of the past on the item. Because that's what happens when you make crafted transmogs. You could put a low-level relic on it and lower down the listing fees. So happy birthday of getting into more trouble. That's yes, that's centigrade. Yeah. Never purchased more than 7.5 gold. Oh well, I'm glad it was less than that. Panoramics, definitely. For at least 100 years, so singing the full song is illegal. Oh, really? Jack, that's funny. Thank you for my lovely guide on TSM. 2 times your gold because of it. Well, George, you're more than welcome. I'm glad you found it useful. I'm going to pick up my purchases whilst I'm here. Grab all of those. And then we need to make some mysterious essence, but not the way TSM wants me to make it. We're going to make it with spirit dust instead. So I'm going to make it from here, in which case I'm going to make 3. Create that, and then we're going to go over and do the bolts of ember silk cloth with tailoring, and we'll craft those as well. There we go. Was that Warner rather than Disney, if you recall? It turned out they didn't, they just thought they did. Oh right, okay. That's very kind of you, Ballsy, but I'm alright at the moment. Hold on. Thanks. There we go. Yeah, the oh right, the copyright claim was invalid. Ah right, okay. So where's the full screen Chewie Can points rewards? The best you can do maybe is a Silas at the moment, Mr. Honkit. I could always pop one on. We need some more hex weave here. Let's just go over here and deal with that. Those got this. There we go. I did turn off the cookie and Oreo full screen because they're not here at the moment. But maybe I should have kept it on for a full screen Chewie instead. There we go. Get those through. So how are we doing on our collection? Did we have enough hex weave there? We still need 24, so not quite enough for that. So we'll craft everything else first. Let's take the crafting queue, take the hex weave bag off the list. We'll save that for next time. And let's get crafting. Okay. I bought you a lightning steel ingot crafts. It was a nice 600k mailbox, but don't have enough ingots to restock. You can only make 1 ingot a day. That's both a blessing and a curse, Penguin. Definitely. John Spec, you just got beta access on Friday. Anything once you check out? I was thinking maybe trying to see what I do on your main. Be prepared for the initial push. Yes, that's definitely a good option. Is just have a look at your professions, see what it's like leveling them up. You do have to obviously go out and gather the stuff yourself at the moment. So try a little bit of a little bit of dual gathering as well, just to get the resources. Made the page for all full communities, however. Yasapu for his approval, even if it's an official community. Now you have to wait. Okay, Jack. Okay, that sounds good. Thank you for pointing me to that one. There we go. So let's do some cooking. I'll do that. Baked potato, bissel fried risole. And then the next lot there. And then enchanting. Lots of enchants. Enchants are selling so well at the moment. A good range of different things. That's the key to it. Unless someone from the record label is watching the stream. Using auction house and garrison is way faster. What a breeze! Yes, definitely. In the garrison seems better at the moment. I mean, either that or Dalaran seems okay at the moment. Musicals on YouTube without getting muted to death there. Shouldn't be any problems on Twitch, I guess. Well, there is that. There is that, certainly. It's just I'm extra cautious at the moment, as all the stuff I've heard at the moment with the Twitch and the copyright music and things like that. I'd rather be safe than not be able to do it, certainly. Let's go post all this stuff on. There we go. Like Steph Hook Place, we just made some of those. And we just sold some for 1,150. So let's get some more on. Those seem to be doing well so far, so that's good. Shatrath is also good, yes, definitely. As anyone who watches the Let's Play series with Samadan knows well. Opted to get the garrison organized since you missed the long boy and when the Scourge attacks. I think we should be okay with the Scourge attacks, but it's not a bad idea to get the auction house in your garrison anyway, just because then you've got it all contained nice and easily. You worked in games where you managed to get artwork that was over a certain year point and you're allowed to use them. The legal team had to go through each one and sign them off. If they missed one, they can claim all profits from the entire game. Yeah, it is crazy stuff. Once you've got a legal department involved in certain things, definitely. Exodar is also a good one. Although the problem with both Exodar and the Night Elf city, I find, is the bank is too far away from the auction house. That's the main issue I have. But yeah, they are good options, certainly. Thank you, creatives. You're gorgeous as well. Most close by rights for the song Future Light covers and remixes. Also been uploading covers to SoundCloud for years without problems. Yeah, that's true. Like Shatrath, nice and quiet. Yeah, Shatrath is definitely good. I'm enjoying being there.
Bring it to me.
So they set up if they set up a good system where streamers could get a subscription to play certain music would be way better. But maybe I'm saying it wrong. I think some kind of system like that I think would work quite well in my eyes. I like the idea of that one, Kazakov. Right, okay, we've done the main stuff, the cooldowns and things like that here on Samadan. So we'll move through the characters, see if we can get a little bit of extra gold. I haven't relisted their auctions in a few days though, so I'm not expecting a huge amount of gold since Thursday's stream. No, it was Friday's stream, wasn't it? Even less time, in fact. Let's check on Goldmaking. Goldmaking didn't have any alchemy procs from Silas, so we'll see how we get on with this. Best thing to do really is just make sure that all of our alchemy stuff is at least on, more than anything else. Live stream, otherwise music nowadays way different. It is, Jack. The way music is distributed now is so different to how it used to be in the past, with records and CDs and all that kind of stuff. It's just a very different world, certainly. Quadart, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're doing well. So we've got 11,000 in sales. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. We'll take those. Greater Flask, the Currents, Unbridled Fury, and Fathoms. We'll take those. Then we'll post on the spares.
Anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2
We used to hand out games on floppy disk around school. Yes, I remember those days as well, Edwards. For a long time I used to do that with my Amiga, and then I decided, you know what, I'm going to actually just buy all the games and had all the original things, and it was a lot a lot nicer having all the originals. And a lot less viruses as well. I know that the store I used to work at paid a monthly subscription to be able to play the radio. Yes, there is that as well. If you're a retail place needing to do that. So, do we have anything here on the Silas front? So we can do a restock. Let's have a look. And the answer is yes, we do. We have a Silas. Hey, Silas is here. Axid, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. So I best go check first and foremost.
Have anything ancient to trade?
Auctions are on. Alchemy restock needs to be for Silas. There's a few things here. What are we missing? There's only 4,500 profit according to that. Anchorweed, Crystal Vial, Star Moss and Zenithid. There's a lot of Zenithid. What's the price of these? This is going to highly affect my profits on those. So we'll have a scan. See what we have. Star Moss, Anchorweed. Actually, what we'll do is we'll just do the full BFA herbs so we can see everything there. Zenithid is at 7.98. My smart average buy price is 8.24. So that's okay. We're good to go on that. I'll probably buy at least 1,000, probably 1,500 of that. I've got 228,000 on me, so that should be okay for current stock. Anchorweed has gone up in price to 44 gold, so that's expensive. At what level do you get the Artisan riding now in pre-patch? Ooh, I don't know about Artisan. You did mastering ghost producing songs for artists. May have heard on the radio or Spotify. All the copyright stuff is really old-fashioned. Still not decided which artist you made and mastered music. Still not allowed to say who for at least 38 years. Wow, Jack, that is amazing. That is amazing. But crazy as well. Has anyone tried a Shadow Priest in pre-patch? Not in pre-patch. I did try Shadow Priest in Shadowlands and it was a lot of fun. Definitely. Isn't equal to Twitch streamers, etc. of bigger labels. Monster Cat is the only ones who know have such a subscription. Yeah. How do you do this smart average buys? Smart average buy is literally a function of TSM now. It's turned on in the tooltip. So if you go here onto your settings, onto your tooltip settings, turn on, where's my accounting? Sale information here. Will give you your sold, last sold. Where's the smart average buy? Purchase information there. Includes your purchased and your smart average buy price. That's the one you want to look at for the main reason really. Smart average buy is basically it takes into the average buy the average price of all of that item you have in your bags and your bank, not what you had historically, which is what average buy price is for. Two very different things for different purposes. And in this case, I'm looking at smart average buy price just to make sure that I've got enough of everything. So looking at that Anchorweed, also look at your mat cost as well, because that ties into it. So my mat cost here is the same as my smart average buy price, which is 34 gold. But now we're adding 10 gold onto the Anchorweed, which is going to make my potions less profitable. But I still need 100 Anchorweed at the moment. So I'm going to buy some now. Just going to buy the 100 I need. And pick those up. In fact, I'm going to buy 110 so that I still have some on me, which is going to be useful. Can you reset smart average buy? You can't necessarily reset it. It's based. The only way you reset it is by buying more recently, surrender. That's the best way, and it's all based on the quantity as well. So if you bought one Anchorweed for 100 gold, then and you only had one Anchorweed in your stock, then that would be 100 gold smart average buy price. But then if you went and looted a whole load of Anchorweed and the last 100 Anchorweed you bought was all for 100 gold, your smart average buy price would still be 100 gold. It's a bit weird. It doesn't take into account, well, it can't really take into account the the difference between whether something's looted or whether you bought it. So smart average buy price you do have to treat with a little bit of kind of variance in it, especially if you're doing a mix between looting something and then buying it yourself. So we just need some star moss next, and that is also quite cheap at the moment. How much do I need? 253. So we can at least go here. 563 would get us enough for the moment, so we'll buy those as well. And then crystal vials, I think I might be able to pick them up from, let's just pick up these purchases. Now this will reset my smart average buy prices, so I bet you my profit, it was 4,500, it's now going to drop to 3,900 on those. We just need some crystal vials for this. Hopefully my alchemy set can buy me some here. Let's have a look. Alchemist.
Great to meet you. Safe
Don't
travels.
need to do that. I need to buy something from someone if I
You
can.
need something?
There we go. Crystal vial. I will buy 1,000 of your finest crystal vials, please. There we go.
Farewell.
And we've got all of that. And then I need to do the Silas prop before it runs out. There we go. And then I'll try and catch up on chat because a whole load of stuff's gone on at the same time. So Silas, and then alchemy, and then craft. There we go. There's the order of things. Okay. Let that run through. Right. Let me just scroll back up. I know say person will be making those tracks, but this explains everything. Artisan got removed, so I have to wait till level 40 for faster flying. Yeah, I think I remember one of them got removed, definitely. So 310 is a now fast flying option. When you bought a book, copyright law stopped you making reproductions of the book, but otherwise you own the physical copy of the book. You weren't bound by any terms other than that of buying the book. Oh, right. Sloppy Jones, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Late dinner time, no problem for Allegro. Yours are at 5 gold. Wow, Alexia, that is a big difference. I will go with the price here at the moment. And your vanilla weapons have started selling well today. Oh, fantastic. I need to start making some vanilla weapons for that same reason. They could do with Twitch, they could do with YouTube, and be paid by ads. Yeah. Inkstein, good afternoon to you. Good Wookiee afternoon to you as well. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well. Tacos, you cannot have any. Sounds good, Vallegro. Sounds very tasty. Alright, still making abyssal healing potions, so we'll let those go through. No, I don't think so, Darkwing. I think we, if people need their food, they need their food definitely. It's not obligatory to share. Collect candy buckets and tune. You're leveling now in Grizzly Hills. Love that area. And the music. Yeah, Grizzly Hills is fantastic. It's really nice to just fly around there. Doing fantastic. Sold 3 Panther mounts this weekend, 2 Sapphire and 1 Jade. Have an Onyx on at the moment. Oh, fantastic, Inkstained. I look forward to being able to join the ranks of the full Panther crew, hopefully soon. We've got 2 on already, but I need to get the reputation for the others. Haven't done anything on Bridget in a while. How much have they nerfed old raid gold? It depends what you were doing, Real Snug. If you were vendoring all the greens, then yes, the vendor value of said greens is now much lower. So it is a lot less, definitely. Not so bad now. You just growl a bit. Yeah, I'm not good at sharing, definitely, for the same reasons. I get very possessive over my food. Bloodfine lens, engineer crafted, has gone up. Okay, Dollars, sounds good. I don't know if I've got that one myself. I'll have to look out for it when I'm on my engineer. Didn't realise that requiring people to buy a license to stream and record the games is really bad marketing strategy, so it might change with music. Hopefully. We can always hope. Alright, I've got 7 minutes left on Silas here, so I'm going to quickly post these on and
Have anything ancient to trade?
move on to another character so we can save this for next time. Get some extra bits and pieces on. There we go.
If you find anything exotic,
Then we'll jump out here. I could do more with alchemy. I'm still not fully up to speed on everything here. So I'll go next on to Samadan. That's a good point actually, Jack. Once it's over a certain age, classical music is copyright free, that's for sure. I mean, as a matter of course, because Blizzard have openly stated that they're okay with World of Warcraft music, I stick with just the in-game music. For me, that's the best way, I would say. So is there any raw gold farm I'd recommend? Not that I personally know of. No, Real Snow. I am more of a professions person than a raw gold person. I get a lot more entertainment out of doing that. I know a lot of people do enjoy it though.
Turelian just subscribed. Even mate, hope you are doing amazing tonight. You absolutely look fantastic. And OGTZ on 22 months.
Thank you so much, Turelian. Congratulations on your Oreo chef's hat, first and foremost. Thank you so much for your continued support. That is wonderful, thank you. I hope you're doing well as well. Lovely to have you here. Only a score, not a particular arrangement or performance of the classical music. Yes, that's the thing, is you can't just take, say, the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra's version of it, because then they own that one, certainly. Own in face, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Let's take the expires out of here. Let's have a look what Inscription's doing for us at the moment. 9,800 here. Let's have a look, see what we have. Okay,
Inkstained Adventure cheered. X500. Hashtag let Yuki win.
Let the Wookiee win indeed. Inkstained. Lovely. Thank you so much, Inkstained. That's very kind of you. Yeah, that's the main thing, isn't it, Mr. Honkett, is as a games studio, you really do want people playing your game and talking about it. With the impending EU copyright directive, which will become law next year, I don't know if people in the European Union will still be able to watch Twitch, YouTube, given the practical impossibility of such companies to be compliant. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to work, Navel. It's very odd, definitely. Right, so we've already got here Uncanny Vessel of the Aurora, Tome of the Quiet Mind, and 2 Highborn Compendiums of Storms. Okay, so we've got a little bit of the Storm sales coming through, so that's good. Happy with that. And then we'll go and have a look. Probably worth having a look to restock on these. Nothing on at the moment, so let's go post those on first. Let's go through here. Let's just move that over there. And then we can go and run a post scan. Get a load of this lot on. VPN stocks go up. I don't know how that works though, Rose, in terms of the legality of things. Oh, Nita, thank you so much for the raid. Lovely to have you here. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a lovely stream. How was it? Welcome everybody. You have caught me in a full Chewbacca onesie. In thanks to everyone for subbing and meeting our sub goal for this month. So lovely to have you here. Here with the raid. Thank you all. How are you, Arnota? Lovely to have you here. And Persephone.
Persephone just subscribed. When you just sit down at the computer, open up 2 windows, one for you and one for Arnota, and not even 5 seconds later Arnota raids you Kappa.
That's brilliant. You've got double the Samadan and double the Chewie Dan at the same time. Thank you, Vallegro, for doing the shout out there. That is brilliant. And also Jack for Arnota as well. That is brilliant. Thank you. You're all right. It was awesome. We're just farming some ore. I love the costume. Thank you so much. We are full on Chewbacca tonight. But welcome everyone. Thank you, Arnota, so much for that raid. That's incredibly kind of you. Lovely to have you all here. And Rafipi, thank you so much with your Prime. That is amazing. And kicking off a hype train. What a way to start things off with a raid and a hype train. That is amazing. And Mr. Honkit going for emote only for a while. Let me have a look at your best emotes. That's going to be amazing. Thoughts about smart average buy. The problem with my deep sea bags, you bought some for 400 off the auction house to resell them. Since then the price dropped to below 400. You set your price range to never be lower than the smart average buy price so that you never lose money. But now your bags won't get posted in the auction house, and you had to post them manually for a while. Made an extra sell string just because of those bags. Couldn't find a way to delete or reset the average buy value. Yeah, the only way you could really go around that, Sir Render, is to buy some deep sea bags at the new low price, and that will help keep your smart average buy price to be the correct price for a while. That's the best way, really. Chewbacca, Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Silas, more like. Most definitely. Oh, there's some great emotes there. Lovely to have a look at those. That is brilliant. I'll just check my auctions here whilst that's going through, because I probably need to restock a little bit on Inscription. Inscription also needs some work. A couple of uncanny bits. Time with a quiet mind. But other than that, we need to do a lot on glyphs if we're going to do Inscription any justice in the future. We really need to be into the glyph market. I haven't even bought the BFA ones, so we need to do that as well. There's lots of things to do here, definitely. Yeah, wait, reset the price or minimise the loss by selling them as soon as possible. Just recrossed 17,000 wolf boxes. Wow, that is so many, Rose. So many. I don't know how you do it. Right, Samadan. Those were all posted on, weren't they? I just literally just posted those on. Those are there. Let me just check my groups are correct. I haven't got anything missing there. No, that's all good. Uncanny selling's fine. That's good as well. Thank you, Allegro, for managing that. That's brilliant. Problem occurs when music is licensed to the game dev, but the artist record label owns the rights to enforce copyright. I looked at the rights exclusive license regarding the right to enforce copyright, and international copyright conventions do not mention that case. Interesting, yeah. They would only have the rights for a certain use of it, isn't it? So if we're talking about Star Wars, who's hyped for The Mandalorian Season 2? Oh yes, definitely. I haven't seen The Mandalorian Season 1 yet, but I've heard good things about it. Although, saying that, I've not even seen Rise of Skywalker yet, the last film. So I've got a lot of Star Wars catching up to do. Definitely sounds good. Glyph market is competitive, more council scans than you care for, but undercutting is a word of that market. Yes, Inkstained. That's my experience so far with Inscription as a whole, certainly. Yeah, the vendor does make things a bit difficult, doesn't it, Sith Lord? Really good standalone show. Yeah, definitely. I'd like to have a look at it. I need to just get the appropriate streaming channel for that. I've got 5 days to catch up before Season 2. I could possibly binge watch it, but I just don't have the time. That's the main problem. As is always the way with these things, isn't it? Let's go... we're done with Samadan. Let's move on to next. Lamnican, good evening to you. Yes, you forgot the Chewbacca stream. Lovely to have you here, though, Lamnican. Hope you're doing well. You need to rewatch the new Star Wars. Your sister was present last time, and she's a pest for talking through a movie. Oh, that can be tough, Penguin. You need to just be able to sit down and properly go through it. The last one wasn't quite so good. Season 1 is also 8 episodes, so it's not that long. Oh, that's pretty short then. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen the ones I haven't seen that I would like to see. Is Solo, the Han movie, and the last of the Skywalkers I haven't seen yet either. But other than that, I do. I mean, I enjoyed Rogue One, to be honest. I thought that was great fun. Oh, thank you all for the hype train. I completely forgot that was going on at the top. Thank you. Thank you for that hype train. That was brilliant. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it. It doesn't matter the level of the hype train. The fact that you're here supporting me is wonderful. So thank you very much. Frankie, good evening to you. Simply glorious. It's starting to warm up now in the onesie, most definitely. Especially with the headphones on as well. Solo was bad, Rogue One was great. Yeah, Rogue One was definitely... I really liked Rogue One. Yeah, if you go to the cinema, always go alone so you can watch in peace. Yeah, that's what I used to do for a long time. Just literally just go on my own on a quiet night. Right, so Uncanny Bow and Gauntlets, we'll take those. Thank you very much. A little bit of extra gold there. Drum sales still doing okay for the moment until they get nerfed. So we'll carry on with those. We do need to post on our auctions first though. So let's go get those on and do the rest. We have all the movies on Vudu, and a few weekends ago we watched them in timeline order, not the order they were produced. Nice to see the story unfold that way. Wow, that's an epic session, definitely. I really enjoyed The Last of, but lots didn't. Yeah, I think I'll either way, because it's Star Wars, I will enjoy it anyway, because it's what it is, really. Next stream incentive, red shirt, as in like the Star Trek red shirt, Alexia. You found Rogue One to be boring. Okay, there's quite a split difference then between people's opinions on those ones. Interesting. I wonder how much environment plays a role in it. Where were you at the time, and what were you doing? That can always affect how you enjoy a movie, certainly. Let's go through restock on these. So what have we got? A bit more uncanny. What are we missing? We're missing 10 expulsum. So that means 100 braces. That's probably more than I need. But let's do 100 braces, and bloodstained bones we can deal with. So let's jump back to Samadan. It's going to be some scrapping. Do apologise. You've seen 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 and 7. That's it. No shows, no extras, no books. Well, that's an interesting collection. I mean, I guess you could always do 3 just to fill it out slightly. So you've got the continuity, perhaps. Quick, everyone hides emote only chat. There we go. Edwards has got emote only chat. Let's see your best emotes. Can I ban people that didn't like Rogue One? No, Jack. Everyone is entitled to a free opinion. Yeah, it's always pretty good because it's Star Wars. Yeah, I mean it's the same as World of Warcraft, really. That's the main thing. Oh, there we go. We just sold some satin boots of the Harmonious. So sales are going through already on Samadan. Wow, look at that. In that short space of time, we've sold 3 light stuff hoop plates, uncanny boots, enchant ring, baked potato. So lots of stuff going through already. But we're not here for that. We're here for bracers. So we need to make some bracers. Can we make some? We can. Let's make 100. How much bag space have I got first and foremost? 106. Okay, that's fine. That gives me enough. I'll go there, and I'll make the 100 I need, and we can get them going. There we go. And we just sold deep sea bags. 220. That's quite cheap for a deep sea bag, but I'm okay with that. Still a profit. There goes. Is that all my deep sea bags? What's the price on a deep sea bag? 118 crafting cost. So that's all right with that. Happy with that. There we go. Got some good emotes there. Thank you, everyone. That is brilliant. So we're getting ourselves some more expulsum. We really need to make sure that uncanny gear still comes through, because it is really, really good selling at the moment. So I don't want to miss out on that group. Going for Going for 90 on your server over a week now. Oh, that's quite low, Biscuit, definitely, yeah. Should probably start to craft more than 4 bags at a time. Yes, definitely. I think 8 would be my next. I think I've got mine at 8 already. I'm not sure. I have to check my crafting operation. Let's go have a look at that whilst I'm here. Groups and tailoring, bags. Deep sea bags is here. Operation is, yeah, we got our current operation is to make 8 of each of the bags. Probably worth changing that one up to 15, I reckon, because we are selling some. I just sold something for 3,000 gold, no idea what it was. And then also whilst we're here, I need to send greens. They're going to Earthen, so that's the right person already, so that's good. We'll make these braces, and then we'll have a look at what that was that sold for 3,000. Too much work and it drops right back to old prices again. Yeah, bags are a difficult one to reset the price on unless you can control the price of deep sea satin, which is very, very hard at the moment. What was it that sold just there?
To be at least 2 centuries old.
Doesn't know where it was. Uncanny satin pants of the Aurora for 3,000. Okay, so we have to restock on those as well. Okay. Any way to add a craft to TSM task list? You can always queue something up, I guess, implied site. Add it into your crafting queue. That's probably the easiest way to think about it. Let's go send over those braces whilst I'm here. Let's go here, mail selected. Get that lot over. Wow, that's a interesting operation for crafting non-stackables. You only have to restock once a week. My server time. I'm not sure about that one. Yeah. Mayavora, good evening to you. Yes, we have indeed got Chewbacca. Persephone sold a dark whelpling. Been 5 months. Time to celebrate. Definitely. How much did you sell it for, Persephone? Is the first question. The queue resets every time you finish. You want to craft 4 items on multiple toons. Ah, right. Okay. I'm not sure about that one implied. How you would do that one. Yeah. Syncopatics, good evening to you. Happy Chewbacca Day to you as well. That's the max restock quantity string. Ah, right, okay. Wow, okay. Hair being down sounds, it looks awesome. Thank you, Mayvora. I thought well, I couldn't keep the bun up because it just pushes the headpiece too far up. Yeah. Have next to no gold. Here's hoping some of your skills rub off on me. Absolutely, Vexus, you come to the right place. Main thing really is to try not to spend, and then look at things you enjoy doing, and if they make gold, do more of those. My server time's custom source. I'm assuming so, yes. Mutilation of a string from Trax. Okay, Penguin. Okay. I've not had a good look at Trax's strings, but I know he does some interesting things with a lot of stuff, yeah. Really like farming old raids, so I might just hop on doing that. That's not bad, although old raids have had a huge nerf with the latest pre-patch, so you may not get the gold returns you were used to, unfortunately. But if you enjoy it and it still gets you some gold, then there's no reason why you shouldn't carry on doing it. Absolutely, absolutely, because you know it's all about enjoyment of the game. This is a game, the game that we play, and it depends on what your motivations are, really, other than that. Right, okay, we need to go back to Earthen, get ourselves some expulsum. Old raids for chaos crystals could also work, actually. That's not a bad idea, Inkstained. Earthen, our lovely leather worker. We need some expulsum to make some more uncanny gear. And does it make sense to have a tailor on a non-cloth wearing toon? I say probably it's okay, Doc, because the tailoring items that you would wear yourself are few and far between. So I don't think you're really missing out on a lot of tailoring opportunities there. I would say you're probably quite safe on that front. Right, what have we got there? Mist scale. Okay, let's open up all of the tide spray. Looks like we can get all of this in one go anyway. Take the weekly roundup has already been covered. Yes, it was quite a short one this week's Incapatics, but we can put the link in for you if you've not seen it. We were talking about the chests and the lockboxes mainly, as well as things you can do for Hallow's End. Those were the main bits and pieces we covered. All but one of your tailors don't wear cloth. There you go. Only time having the profession on the toon they can wear it is at the beginning of an expansion. Craft tools become obsolete quickly. Yes, they do. They do quite quickly, certainly. And I, for one, as a tailor, have never bothered with all the BFA bind-on pickup stuff that you could make. Wintertime extras hitting you hard now, so rolling to bed. Thank you for listening. No problem, Rose. It's a bit strange, definitely. Different hours. It takes a while to get used to, so I can understand that. Hope you sleep well, and I hope you have a good start to your week. Right, with all of that done, let's go scrap this lot. Okay, nothing on there. Let's queue that up. Start scrapping. There we go. I've got a question about gold making with crafting. When it comes to old world crafts, how do I decide what to still make? It comes down to trial and error more than anything else. You look at the sale rate, you look at the profit margins, and you wonder whether it's either a good bit of transmog or whether it's got some use somewhere, and do some research and then give it a try. And if it sells, great, make more of them. If it doesn't, then consider not making it. But then I would just like to sort of make a lot of stuff anyway, so the crafting reports on TSM is quite useful for that, because you can go onto here, not on here, if you go into your profession under TSM and you go to reports here, select the profession that you're interested in, like say for instance, say blacksmithing on El Morte, and then at this list under the crafts you can have a look and go, okay, so what's got a good sale rate? Let's look at these and start selling these, making these and selling these, and then you work your way down the list, and then you can order the list by profit as well. What's the most profitable? And then look at its sale rate as well and think, okay, maybe I could make some of these and sell those. So that will give you a good starting list, if nothing else. I just want to tailor paired with enchanting. Makes good sense. Yeah, definitely. Are any of the professions looking to be worth having multiples of in the Shadowlands other than usual Sky Garden Factory? Open overboard loving alts in the pre-match. I don't know, Miss Juicy. I'm just focusing on one of each at the moment. Yes, it's a useful window, Kadar. It was one that Billis and Ixia pointed me to. It is really handy just to have a look, yeah. You look at the sale rate and profit. If it looks good, you make a couple and post. Give it a week. If it sells quickly, you make more. If it sells, that stay. If it's still there after a week, you move on. Yeah, and that's. I mean, I would go so far as to try it for a few months before selling it. Recommend going to TSM Discord and ask the support channel. What was that for Snexy Ramesses? I missed that one. An issue with TSM desktop app just stuck on connecting with server. Have it set to start on startup, but it's stuck saying that. Try. I know it's cliched, but turn it off and on again. It sometimes helps. Most of your tailors are paired with engineering. Your main is tailor enchanter. Your enchanters, other armor types are paired with engineering. What window were we speaking? Oh yeah, we were talking about the crafting reports. So you go onto any of your profession windows, go onto reports under the craft section, not the materials section, and you select your profession, like say Samadan's enchanting. Look at what's got you can order it by sale rate here, and decide what things you're going to make based on that. and then you can also do things by profit as well, and list them like that. Got a few things that I could probably add in here. These haven't got operations added to them. I'm pretty sure they should have. I'll have to have a look at that one. Any operations gone on any of these? No, I don't see any operations on my enchanting. So something's odd there, definitely. Vexus93, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. And Contessa, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Keep it running, it's prime time for both users. It's just busy. Oh right, okay, Darkwing. Did the Relic of Power stuff turn out to be full debated, or did people still make profit from it? No, the relic stuff pretty much died a death, very sadly. I was hoping to be able to sell to other players more than anything else, but even that is very, very limited. Yes, the scrap add-on here is Easy Scrap, highly useful. There's also Scrap Master by Billis, which does the same thing, but also records the stats as well, which is useful. Really need to take time to figure out TSM besides just the auctioning. Yeah, there's a lot to TSM. Just take it step by step, certainly. As you sort of get more comfortable with one area, then you can spread into other areas, definitely. KKTV, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Don't have professions yet. What professions would I recommend, and what expansions should you level it? I am always a fan of tailoring and enchanting. They're my favourite professions. And I would say in terms of expansions, start with the latest and then work backwards. Or start with the latest, then go back to classic and then work forwards. Either way works. But starting with the latest at least allows you to make some current stuff that is usually got quite a good sale rate on it. Making all stuff relevant again. Yeah, I would have liked to have known what the thinking was behind it. That's the main thing. I'd never understood what its purpose was for in its current iteration. It's long, but it's worth it, definitely. Dizzy USA, good evening to you. Dead's Greed, good evening to you as well. And literally Demacia. What the scrap machine? That's right, we were scrapping for a little while just to get ourselves some expulsum. We have enough now. We need to go to our guild bank and get ourselves some bloodstained bones so we can make some uncanny gear to sell back on the auction house. We also have some daily cooldowns to do here, so we'll do those in a moment. We'll just go to the guild bank first, get ourselves the bloodstained bones. Then we can close that. Then we can do these. I'll make all of these for the moment. Crafting on those. Learn some new recipes, which is good. You lost all your TSM info. Interesting, Dead Greed. Was that a recent thing? You should be able to... Is that everything? What am I missing there? Burnished leather, I'm missing the mats for it. You should be able to restore a backup. If you go to your TSM window here, you should have backups, and if you double click on an older one, you should be able to double click on that and restore it. Obviously have WoW closed down when you do that, and then reopen it up, and hopefully that should give you, if it's a recent thing, try that. What's Uncanny Gear? Uncanny Gear is it's kind of catch-up gear for people who are freshly level 50, and it's BFA for all tailoring, leatherworking and blacksmithing. It's really useful. Yesterday you tried, but it all messed up. Oh right, okay, maybe yeah, as Darkwing said, close WoW before. Try an earlier one and see what happens. Use your leatherworker, but the ones from the Volden, Tirgard, Nazmir and Drustvar otherwise. What was that one for? Did I miss? I think having relevant relics was problematic in development, so nerfing it into oblivion was the only solution other than removing them completely. I think there was too much variation and too many things that were falling through the cracks and not enough people testing them within Blizzard. Yeah, Darkwings can help you in Discord if you're available. Darkwing is the TSM Troubleshoot Master. Very, very helpful. So what did we make everything? No, we didn't. Let's go make our uncanny bow, arm guards, gauntlets, and treads. I might as well make some drums of fury whilst they're still selling. Profit margins are tiny on them. I'd love to work for Blizzard as a dedicated professionals guy. That would be fun, definitely. Syncopatics. I think they could do with, you know, someone certainly dedicated to making it work properly. Have a lot of leather, so right now nothing. Or spending the stock for relics. The relics who didn't have the relics of it never occurred. Yes, that game cat. Such a shame, really. But I can understand nuking it from orbit was the only way to be sure. With everything that was coming out from it, so they had to do something. I mean, taking the vendor prices down would have been a nice middle ground, but taking the item level out as well was the thing that really killed it off. No, all trinkets drop for 1 expulsum, but it appears all greens and blues drop for 17. And what about grey items? I haven't tested grey items. Exterminators. Yeah, you can't scrap grey items. I knew there was a reason I didn't test them.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
So that's all posted on. Done our daily cooldowns. You're all restocked. We picked up your gold. 1,518,000. Let's check for any leatherworking recipes that are cheap that we can pick up. There's some interesting things here. Let's look at them by number. 320,000 for a barbaric belt. I don't think I'll be buying that one. Spirit Wolf, thank you so much.
Spirit Wolf 011 just subscribed. Thank you for all the great content and help.
Thank you so much. This one I'm going to grab now whilst we remember 2 gold. I'm going to buy that one now. There we go. Spirit Wolf, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Thank you for your continued support. 11 months, very close to a year. And Queldrew, thank you so much for your brand new Prime as well. Welcome to the Samadan squad. Lovely to have you here. So good to make Expulsum. Yeah, exactly. And Lixboomy and Wiley John, thank you both for the follow. Lovely to have you both here. Hope you're doing well. So we're just doing a bit of shopping here at the moment. Prids TV, thank you for the follow as well. Just going to check anything else. So I need to remember the flowing one we've already bought. Anything else here that's looking cheap? Cheap is Devil Saw Gauntlets. That seems cheap. I'll take those. Devil Saw Leggings, 650. Also seems cheap. Dragonfire Gloves, I'll take. And then, what else we got? Frost Saber Boots, 149. I'll take those. And then we'll scroll down. Guardian Leather Braces, 200. I'm just filling my collection here more than anything else. And Shoulder Pads of Renewed Life. Seems a good price there. I really just want the cheap stuff more than anything else. 53 for those. I can wait for them to be cheaper at another time. There we go. Okay.
Bring it to me.
So we'll grab all of that and we'll collect those up. I love buying new recipes. All the things warning. Here it comes. Right, let's go do this. Braces of Flowing Serenity. Do that one. Dragonfire Gloves. Devil Saw Leggings. Guardian leather braces. There we go. What search did I use for the usable patterns? I used /recipe /usable / leatherworking in this case. Devil's Sword gauntlets. There we go. Pellegra's got it. And then you change the profession to whatever you have. You don't need to put the profession on the end if you just want to see like both of your professions. But I like to do it specifically for the one profession that I'm particularly interested in. But we're doing well so far. How are we doing on leatherworking? Well, still 46%. There's a lot of stuff here we haven't picked up yet. Outdoor zones, expansion features, crafted items there. So there's still a lot. Oh, I got disconnected. Am I still live, or is it just WoW? There was a network error. F's in chat. I still seem to be here. It's back. The Empire's back. I just lost my WoW. Let me just try that. Hold on. I'll just put my BRB screen on for a minute, just so I don't dox myself. And let's just click play on that. Wait for that to come back up. There we go. Yeah, my connection just blipped, it would seem. We're back up. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're here. Phew. There was a hiccup in the force. It was like a million internet mice just suddenly screamed out in terror all at once. Something like that. WoW was very wonky on the NA side as well. Frozen then came back. Yes. Okay. Right, we're back. Let's try this again. Nerf the Eye of the Relics is to avoid the market saturation of items as substitutes for Uncanny Gear. If we had level 72 relic items, you'd not be making a penny on sales of Uncanny Gear. That's true, Navel, you wouldn't. But would you be making more on the other gear? That's what I'd be very interested in, certainly. Permanent magic broom mount. Yeah. I know, it would make everyone druids, wouldn't it? Certainly. If you make a brand new character and just rush to gold cap, I bet the traffic for views would be huge. In terms of like going as fast as I can. I mean, I'm definitely going at the casual pace at the moment, but I can understand the desire for a more of a fast one, certainly. For you, the search isn't working. Anything you should do for it? It should, unless you've learned everything, is the only other option. You're doing it on the profession that has that one. Perhaps the other thing to test that. There was a million Silases cried out. Something like that, Hellrider, definitely. Yeah, we would make money selling the others. Yeah, I agree with Game Cat. I think that would be the main draw of it, certainly. Right, we need to go over to El Morte, check on blacksmithing, see how we get on with that. Move on to this one. Have to leave in 15 minutes, but still have so much to do. It's always the way, Persephone. Always the way. So much to do and so little time. We can but just do the most important things as best as we can and hope for the best on the rest. Have we had a Wookiee Silas yet? I've not done I've kind of done a Star Wars themed one. May the Silas be with you, but we've not done a full-on Wookiee one, I don't think so. Actually got an epic blood card. Yes, Drizzling Rose gets several, certainly. Problem with the relics is no one really took the time to look into it. I agree, Game Cat. They just needed more people testing it out from within Blizzard and making sure that it was working as intended. The question is, we could test it, but we didn't know what the intention was. What was the purpose of it? And we couldn't give feedback accordingly. Sorry, Vallegro. Everything's expired, so I'm just going to pop them back on now. Feel free to repost you also on after me. Level 1 character, you buy 1 set of stopgap gloves. Having relics will not increase the demand for level 72 gloves. All silences are claimed. Oh, right, syncopatics. We'll have to do a bonus one later, perhaps. There we go. Only just plate arm guards, so not a huge amount of sales, but still sales. I'm not going to be disappointed with those. So I'll go through and run a post scan on everything else. There we go. Get some arm guards and some weapons up for a start. That's the main thing. Then all the other bits and pieces. And then we'll go through, and I think I shouldn't have too much to restock on if I've only had 1 sale since then. Higher supply, same demand, profit goes down. I wonder if there may be more demand for what I was hoping for, Neville, was things, not necessarily just because it was a stopgap item level 72, but things that people would find useful once they were level 50, like things with sockets. I was very interested in seeing stuff like that. That would have been interesting. What is that transmog? It's the special Chewie transmoglet. We need 1 minute full screen Chewbacca. I probably couldn't do a whole minute, but I'll do a little bit for you in a moment. Let me just post this lot on. Hold on. That's all done. There we go. I'll do a nice 1 minute for you. There you go. So you can see Chewbacca in all his glory, with the extra hair on the side. You don't often see the long hair, no, definitely. It's all disappeared at the top anyway. So this is just extra hair that you don't normally see. It matches the beard. Akinis, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. I'm going to check my auctions whilst we're running through this lot, and we'll just check on this one, and then we'll check on restocking the group. I think you can still see that in the window. We've got 3 different bits of uncanny gear to make. Looks like we have everything we need for it, so we'll just straight up go and craft it as soon as I find myself a anvil, which is around the corner. Kind of frustrating as someone who enjoys crafting. They'll release questing, leveling dungeon raids for testing, but not professions. No doubt that we've tested beyond their heart's content. Yes, definitely. We need a sandbag emote. Yes, I was thinking of that, Adonimus. We need to have something like that, definitely. Thank you, Maybora. It's all missing at the top though, because if I go there, it's all squashed down. I look like the who is it? The pirate from Pirates of the Caribbean. If you see all the hair like that, it's too bold at the top. There we go. I'll just cool down for a moment without the Chewbacca on. For a moment there. There we go. We can put that at the back. I don't think the cats have seen me, so they're probably safe, I would say. Thankfully. There we go. Hats can cover that. That's fair enough. It's usually in a great big man bun, so you don't normally see it so much. Right, let's go through and craft this lot. We'll get those as well. Weird Al Yankovic without the beard. I don't know that one, Jack. Barbosa. One of the lackeys. I've also been hold on. Horus, over here. There we go, hold on. Let me just find this picture for you. Where's that? scroll this down. Can't say, oh, I heard something go through on the other screen. Hold on. Scarash77, thank you so much for your brand new sub. That is amazing. Thank you so much. Welcome on board. And Bucko354 giving you a raid of 68. Thank you so much. Lovely to have you here. Welcome on board. How was your stream? I'll give everyone a chance to come on through. Thank you so much, Bucko. Lovely to have you here. Those that don't know me, my name is Samadan. I am currently in a Chewbacca onesie. Hold on, let me put the Chewbacca head back up. There we go. Then you can have the full-on Chewbacca experience, which is in celebration of us getting our sub goal this month. So there we go. Thank you all for stopping by. It was good. I hardly ever get to catch your streams. Well, it's lovely to have you here, Bucko. Thank you so much for your raid. That is very kind of you. And thank you all for the follows. Pistol Pete, Mans, Dying Dragons, Karzak. Thank you so much. Scarish, I got your sub, didn't I, earlier? Thank you so much. Karzak, thank you so much for your brand new Prime. That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you. Thank you so much. That is amazing. Welcome one and all. And Holy Hellion. Holy Hellion. Thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Can we get back to the fact that Samadan doesn't know who Weird Al is? What I was trying to find for you before the raid, let me just find who I am supposedly I look like. And that's Thoros of Mir. That's what I've been told I look like. Which I can see the resemblance, definitely. Especially when I've got my hair up in the man bun. It's Holly, is it? Okay. There's a definite resemblance there. What have we got? Weird Al. Let's have a look. No idea who that is. I can see a bit of a resemblance, Jack, definitely. All I need is a horn helmet to become a Viking. Yes, definitely. Been a minute since love the hair and beard. Thank you so much, Physic. Lovely to have you here. But now I do, definitely. There is a definite Thoros vibe going through. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Valego. I think I got both of those. Carax and Scarish's subs. Thank you so much. Yeah, flaming sword time. I don't think that would be very safe in my house if I did that, definitely. Also for you, Uncanny Craft doesn't costs aren't there. Any idea how to fix this? Yes, Pixel Gold, that is most likely down to your lack of expulsum price. So you go to your reports, go to your materials, do a search for expulsum, and then put in your price for expulsum. Now I'm using a really long string left over from the Bracer Super Shuffle. This isn't really accurate now. I would take the price of 7 tie spray bracers and times it by 7, and that will give you a basic one. Just want to be sure. Yes, thank you, Valego. I do sometimes miss things. Did cover songs of famous pop songs like Bad from Michael Jackson. He did a version of that. Oh, right, okay. I'll have to look that. Ted Neely in the Jesus Christ Superstar. Okay, Hellrider. I'll have to look that one up as well. As we're on a Star Wars theme, should have watched Weird Al's Yoda. Oh yes, watch our stream, it's brilliant. I'll go and have a look at that one, Wonder Sheep, definitely. We're very close in age, and your college dorm, we lived on Weird Al tapes. Oh really, Commander Bond? I don't remember it. I don't remember it. Link it for you in the chat. What was that for, Pixel? For the expulsum price. Mine, I wouldn't recommend linking this one. I would take now the price of the. Well, you could probably what would be best actually, is you can put a manual price in, go to your tailoring, look at the price of your tie spray linen braces, if that's what's working for you, and times it by 7, and just put in a manual gold amount. That would work as a stopgap. So, you know, look up Tide spray linen linen, if I spell it correctly. There we go, linen braces. So for me, my crafting cost of a Tide spray linen braces is 22 gold. So times that by 7 and pop that into your expulsion price. That would work as a stopgap, definitely. I'm the unsee Thoris now. Also something our age shares. That's very true, Commander Bud. Very, very true. Already a group struggling to summon him, but they were allied, so I helped them summon. Didn't realise helping summon counts as a tag, so we all looted him. Oh, fantastic, Persephone. You got to join in as well. So you made him lootable by both Alliance and Horde. In MOP and when we're going to level BFA dual crafting, yeah, I've got lots to do, Valego. Lots and lots to do, definitely. Wish there was an add-on like Pet Tracker, but for vendors. I don't know what Pet Tracker does. There used to be one called Nikon Vendors, but I don't think it works anymore. That was quite good for finding vendor things. I wondered if that was what you meant, or something different. Was it keeping track of your stock of things? I mean, you could always use TSM for that. Mr. Flame Emperor, thank you so much for the follow. Filterable world map, pet icons, basically. Yeah, that would be useful for like limited supply vendor things. I could see that being very useful. Right, I think I've restocked on all of this. Did we do our cooldown? /TSM task list is what we next need to do. Balanced Trillium Ingot. Let's craft one of those, get ourselves some more recipes. Nate 4, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. You need some TSM help trying to queue up some dual crafting gathering lists, but your TSM keeps thinking my random level 21 alt is your dual crafter. Is there a way to remove them from your TSM somehow? Yes, you can forget characters. You go into the TSM settings. Let me just go through and just craft these first. There we go, that's all done. You go into your TSM under your settings. Let me just move this over so we can see it in the middle. And I believe it's under, these are under my profiles. Forget character here in the middle. You can select a character to forget there, and that would work. Great version of Nirvana song, Smells Like Teenage Spirit. His version was Smells Like Nirvana, where he sings that, doesn't understand the Paris lyrics. Oh, right, okay. Right now, if you scrap, you can make a ton of uncanny and bags and sell the rest. Nice profit. Exactly, Alexia. It's fantastic at the moment. One shot by a single level 50, so I was helping someone expecting to give up the tag and check again later tonight, but it was sparkly. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Hopefully that will work for you folks, Forkies. I do know who Nirvana was, definitely, Jack. I do remember that, certainly. So your Tice Rail Embrace is at 19 gold to craft costs. So what you should put in your Expulsum thing, exactly. Well, round that up to 20 gold and times it by 7. So that would be 140 gold. So I would go into your... I probably won't do it in mine, but just type in 140 gold. 140G. That should work. Yeah, you met him in Atlanta with one of your Star Wars groups. Oh, fantastic, Camby's. That sounds like a lot of fun. Right, whilst I'm here and we're in the mood for shopping for recipes, let's look at blacksmithing, see if there's anything cheap that we might want to buy. Those don't count as cheap. Dawn Steel Shoulders, 500 gold for Fists of Fury. Seems a reasonable price, half of region average. I'll take those. We're starting to get a bit more expensive here on some of our stuff though, so I don't want to go too high. I mean that Radiant Circlet is 5,000 gold. Normally it's a lot more than that. What does a Radiant Circlet do? Requires level 23. It's a head item, male. Okay, seems like a bargain for the moment, so I'll go for one. There we go. That's a slightly more expensive purchase. And sun forged breastplate also seems cheap, so I'll take that one. Best way to fill up here is to literally just buy them when they're cheap. So we'll go and do that, collect those up, and then we'll learn those. I did invent one of the historical theatres, was fun. Oh, that sounds brilliant. I haven't met anyone famous in terms of music and things like that, certainly. I never really went to many concerts and things like that, so I kind of missed out on a lot of those. There we go, Fists of Fury. I will find the panel to type it in again. I'll show you it in a moment. We'll just learn this last item. There we are, Radiant Circlet. There we go. And then we will go on to, so you go to your profession window. So in this case, blacksmithing. Go onto reports on the top here. And then go over here to materials. So it defaults to crafts on the left here. Click on materials. Then under the filter by keyword, just type in EXP for expulsum. And then you get your expulsum will be here. You click on that. And then under here we'll have your string. So you go in here, you click on that and you type in your 140 gold there. And then you pop it in there. That's kind of like a good mix. What do I listen to? A whole mix of very, very different stuff, Jack. I've listened to, I'm a big fan of Mike Love. Not the Beach Boys artist, the reggae singer. But then also anything from Johnny Cash, Beatles, a lot of old stuff, some sort of more modern stuff like, Daft Punk and OMFG, and then loads of really sort of odd things in between there. The odder the better, quite often. Got ruined by Bass Hunter when I was doing sound and lighting in Gran Canaria. Can't even smell Sambuca without feeling ill. Man was a monster, drank 2 bottles of stuff before he got on stage. Wow. Bagnon is pretty decent, definitely Pistol Pete. I like Addy bags because the main reason is I can categorise things by my TSN groups, which really helps me. And I've made a group called Do Not Delete, which is really useful as well. Yeah, if you looked at my my Spotify list, it's got a lot of different stuff in there, definitely. Asked about the other one. Yeah, use it too. Someone asked about other than that or LVI. Right, Eddie bags. Yeah, that would work too. Right, we picked up those. We did our daily cooldowns. We need to go over to Bridget and do her Yard's peculiar energy source, and we also need to carry on with our rep grinding on there, so we'll go on for those. The separate reagent bag doesn't work. Oh, really? That's interesting. Alright, let's go for this. He uses no bag add-on and has his bags filled with unorganized stuff. Oh yeah, I can relate to that, definitely. If I didn't have a bag add-on manager, then mine looks exactly like that, definitely. Okay, Valego, thank you ever so much for stopping by, and thank you for helping mod. It has been brilliant, and I hope to see you again soon. Arc inventory works with LVI. Okay, wasn't working the day after pre-patch. I don't play your main. Yeah, Addy Bags was looking a complete mess for me too, for the same reasons. Right, thermal anvil. Let's just borrow one of those for the moment, so we can do ourselves a peculiar energy source, first and foremost. Do we have any dailies to do? We do on jewel crafting. Let's just have a look at that. We need to make... I did have one on my favourites. Pandaria, Secrets of the Stone, Imperial Amethyst, I think was what I was doing, but why isn't that as a favourite? Let's do that. Let's create one whilst we're here. Learn something new, it's always useful, and then we open up that and get some extra bits and pieces. Okay, so that's done. Then we've got all the daily quests to do again. What with them being daily quests and all. It kind of makes sense. So let's go grab those. I don't know which ones we've got today, so we'll just check. And then let's fly whilst we're doing this. And go through here, grab that one. And there's another one over here. Grab that one.
I hope to see you again soon.
Okay, so where is everything? Everything's over here on the island. Injured hatchlings bandaged, tricksters slain, tiger flank, and windward sabers slain. Okay, those are all good. We can do those. Let's go head over that direction. You need to hunt rare pets. I don't do a lot for rare pets, certainly, Alexia. Because normally you can click a button to switch to reagent bank. Oh, and it doesn't work with Bagnon. Very interesting, yeah. Ram is one of the ones I probably don't listen to, I would say, Jack. The closest I would get is to maybe one or two Eminem type songs, but that's not usually in my list of things. That and also R&B isn't really my kind of thing either. But I'm always open to listening to a lot of stuff. A fair amount of classical stuff as well, obviously. That always goes down nice. And I really like listening to a lot of film soundtracks. That's one of the things that, especially if I'm creative at the same time, listening to a film soundtrack really is really nice. Yeah, more kind of like the new stuff. I'm not more of a fan of. You know, some of the sort of like older stuff, I prefer. I would be okay with older stuff, certainly. And why is TSM ignoring tooltip for ore for you? Maybe it should just maybe just come through slightly. It takes a while sometimes, especially if the servers are busy. But I can't think of any other specific reason, no. That's more Motown, is it? Oh, okay. Can't wait to start your new journey into goldmaking. Awesome videos, so good, and hope to chat with you on your Discord. Well, it's lovely to have you here, Juddy Weary 88, and I hope we can help you on your journey as well. If you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Your TSM did find somehow Highborn Companions migrated to your alchemy group instead of the inscription where it should be. That's interesting. I mistakenly lost my my group, but I wasn't sure whether it was down to user error than TSM, so I just carried on and rebuilt it. Listened to a lot of classical recently. Horowitz on piano, Leonard Bernstein conducting symphonies. Some stuff's amazing. Oh, and don't forget listening to Ghibli music as well. That is brilliant. Got tricksters I need to do, so let's do those now whilst I'm here. It's not the boots we need with these, so we can just actually do a few of those. We also need the tigers whilst I'm here, but we need to loot those for their flanks. Looks like there's a few of these out at the moment. Okay, some more tricksters. Do those, they're done. Loot those. And then we'll go and do these ones. Kevin Ciceroy Royang, thank you so much for the follow. Ghibli, yeah, Studio Ghibli. So like the Totoro music is one of my favourites. Spirited Away stuff is really nice. It's kind of like Japanese classic, really. Yeah, some really nice soundtracks that go with them. Let's take a tiger whilst I'm here. Catch a tiger. There's one flank. Grab one there. There's a saber over there. Windward saber. Does that count? Oh, that's the that was the final one. That's easy enough. And we got the flank as well. Okay, we've got extras. We'll deal with those. There we go. Your Name soundtrack is very good. Similar to Ghibli with some Japanese rock songs, also from 2 of them. Oh, right, okay. Orchestral hybrid music, movie music, hybrid of electric and orchestral. Check for a hose and peace pipe, gives 1k rep. Yes, Ink saying that I looked for one of those before, didn't I? And I didn't find any. Let's have a quick check now whilst we remember, just in case there is one on there. Browse, let's search for Hosen. Didn't see one last time. There's not one on at the moment, no. But yeah, well worth looking out for, definitely. Right, lots of tigers have been killed here. Do we need some more tigers? We do. Let's do one here. Get some extra flanks, hopefully. That's 2. Let's grab some more. Grab those. Huge fan of Frank Sinatra? Yeah, I'd like some Frank Sinatra. I haven't listened to any specifically in a while. But yeah, that would be up my street, definitely. Tigers flank 4 over there. Grab another one. Ghibli movie, it's 50-50 on whether you get a happy or sad ending. It's interesting that Grave of the Fireflies originally was a double bill at Japanese cinemas along with Totoro, which I find, you know, amazing. Amazing how they had that combination of 2 films as a double bill at the cinema. Ooh, Design Serpent's Heart. That's cool. We'll learn that whilst we're here. Not that one. Where is it? It's a recipe. I just can't see it. Sometimes they just get hidden. There it is, down the bottom. Design Serpent's Heart. Something new, always good. There we go. Have I got all of these I need? Hold on, let me just check. Jade Forest. Fish cakes. Oh, we need to do some more fish cakes. Injured hatchlings and fragments of the past we'll ignore. And then we need the sugar minnow. Okay. So we're almost there. We just need to do some hatchlings. Let's go on from there. Where am I now? In which country? I am in the UK. In the south of the UK, to be more precise. Brought up a nice range of music. 34. I love music in general. Just avoid all the wailing stuff your sisters listen to. Let's do this one. Bandage that one. Who is this and did it eat Samadan? Hi Brumblefar, how are you? Yes, we have the Chewbacca onesie stream is in full force. Whilst I'm here, I'm going to just quickly do a scout around for eggs, but then I'm going to go down and do some fishing after that, because we need some carp and we need some carp and we need the minnows. That's the other thing we need. Are you physically able to get mad or even shout? Yes, I have been known to. I put on a very grumpy face, as my family will easily tell you. Shaman Samadan, something like that. One of the songs I've been listening to recently, which I really like, is the John Lennon All You Need Is Love. Is really nice. Been listening to that recently. Talking about Chewie onesie stream back when Magic has raided me. Yes, exactly. And now it has become, thanks to the generosity of everyone here, it has become a reality. And here we are, sitting in a onesie. Is that an egg over there? Or is it just me? No, I don't think it was. Yeah, let's go down and do some fishing. That should be easier. There we go. Oh, you haven't missed it. We're still here. We're still here. Perfect fight. Right, let's do some fishing. Let's go collect some of this up. There we go. If you're done with Samadan Gold, guys, here is do a brand new character. Just rush to gold cap. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not a very fast gold maker, but it would be interesting, definitely. Missing your Chewbacca robes. Really chilly here tonight. Yes, definitely, Real Ginny. Picked a better day. Yeah, it's cold. I'm doing all right so far with the heat, certainly. Your favourite Beatle, Ringo, I'm told, not a real Beatles fan. That I would say you're perfectly entitled to have, you know, your own favourites, Kambi-sama, and I think no one should tell you otherwise. Difference in posting crafted items of the Iron Cunning gear as the same variant have different stats and doesn't seem to undercut correctly. Maybe there's a difference in the item numbers since old and new stuff, perhaps. That could be a thing. Thing we need to see, a thing we didn't know we needed to see. Exactly, Commander Bud. It's one of those things that you just wouldn't know you ever needed. Google claims it's 10 degrees, you don't believe it. Wow. Fool on the Hill is your favourite Beatles. I like, one thing I did like is the mashup between the Beach Boys and the Beatles, and it's called the Beastles, and they're on SoundCloud, and they do a mashup between Here Comes the Sun and something else. I can't remember it, but that's a really good mashup if you're into something like that, Jack. Always liked Herman's Hermits much more. Yeah, gonna check that out. Yeah, I think it's only on SoundCloud. We have to do a search for it. I'll have to, if I find a link to it, I'll put it on Discord. But it is a good mashup, definitely, if you're into that kind of thing. And if you're into sort of dancey stuff, I like Turbo Penguin by what's the name of the band? I can't remember it. Got an S in it, I think. Hey Jude's another good one. For Rolling Stones, the Beatles. I mean, I like a lot of Rolling Stones stuff as well. Actually, I wasn't very familiar with them for a while. Yeah, it's the name of the song, I think. You'd have to look at what the actual artist was. I can't remember. Nitro something, I think. I'd have to look at my my Spotify list to give you a list of all the various stuff. No, Anger Fist. Anger Fist, I don't know actually. I'll give you. Hold on. Let me just see if I can find. Hold on. Be right back. If you want a list of the wide and varied stuff that I listen to, Painted Black is very good as well. Hold on. Let me see if I can find something. I have a light songs list on Spotify, which will give you a kind of a list of everything that I have been currently listening to. Right. Right. How can I share this? There we go. I'll just do it. Actually, I can't share that one because it will dox me. Okay. Best not. Okay. I'll have to find a different way of sharing that one. Definitely. Do I listen? Speaking of light songs, do I listen to Metallica? Not a lot, definitely. I'd probably listen to one of their sort of classic ones, certainly, or more sort of their ballady type ones. There's a Nine Inch Nails song that isn't really Nine Inch Nails. It's more just an instrumental. It's part of the soundtrack for the name of it. I'm missing Old Man Jenkins and Zuby. Thank you so much for the follow. Oliver Stone film with Woody Harrelson in it. I'm trying to remember here. Yeah, I'll stick it on the Discord if it's okay. I'll do that later tomorrow. But there's so much when I hear Samadan sings. I can do a passable Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire, and a Toto Africa is another one I like to sing along to in the car. Any indication on the Scourge events? I got no idea, actually. No idea. Natural Born Killers, there we go. Thank you, Syncopatics. Natural Born Killers soundtrack. There's a Nine Inch Nails. It's just a kind of like a guitar riff more than anything else. Something like Lonely Place or something like that. Oh, and that also reminds me the Kill Bill soundtrack is also amazing. That's another one to add to the list. I don't have a music channel on Discord, Doc Otter, but after talking about music now, we're definitely going to have to put one on there, and I'll sort one out. Yeah. Quite a vocal range between Ring of Fire and Toto. Yes, I can't say I can necessarily hit the right notes for Toto. I'm more of a low baritone when it comes to singing. All right, let's go and do these. Okay, Pistol Pete, thank you so much for stopping by. Lovely to have you here. There we go, some extra bits there, and we'll grab this one whilst we're here. Handle those in. Lesser Charm of Good Fortune. Is that useful for something? How are we doing for reputation? We are... Mr. Pandaria. We are halfway through Honoured at 6,500. Hackers and Swordfish, both are good, at least in your opinion. Yeah, I haven't listened to those ones specifically. Yep, the Whistle song from Kill Bill's a good one, definitely. Right, we need to find ourselves a mailbox. Let's just fly over to the next village. We can send over our carp over to Samadan. Samadan can make some fish cakes, and then we can send them back. Another strange one that I enjoyed listening to is the soundtrack to Transformers. Probably divided opinion on that one, but there's some good tracks there if you're in a creative mood to listen to. That and Jurassic Park are both really good ones. Daft Punk Discovery album is good. Definitely most of Daft Punk stuff is pretty solid listening, I would say. Alright, let's go send over... Oh, we've got expires on our Panthers. We'll take those off, and then we'll send over. So let's go through here, and then we go... Right, okay, so fish. We got the fish cakes here. We need the carp to send over. 14 of those to Samadan. There we go, send those over. There's a Dr. Demento song, Fish Heads. Good Morning Vietnam, my favourite soundtrack after Harry Potter. Good Morning Vietnam's a good one. I also like the same era is Full Metal Jacket. That's a nice soundtrack as well. The original Jurassic Park, yes, definitely, that's the one I was thinking of. I was singing soprano till he was 18. Now, after much smoking and drinking, can reach tenor. Fantastic. Matrix is another good one. Star Wars soundtracks, also good, definitely. Lord of the Rings, another favourite of mine, definitely. Just farm the quivering arms. We did have a look at that, Diptychopters. We did have a look at that, yes, on Friday's stream. Didn't have much luck in getting them, unfortunately. We got a couple, which was good. Don't think I've got any left on me, have I? No, I used them all up. But that is worth doing, definitely.
Have anything ancient to
Yeah,
trade?
Bob Dylan's got
Needs
some
to
good
be
stuff
at
as well.
least 2
I
centuries
like me
old.
some Bob Dylan. You Belong to Me. Leonard Cohen as well. If you're going Natural Born Killers soundtrack, some good Leonard Cohen stuff from there.
If you find anything
Sazella,
exotic,
good evening to
bring
you.
it.
Lovely to have you here. We're just talking music at the moment, as well as doing Reputation. We need to just jump on over to Samadan and make some cakes. Oh, actually, no, we can go inside and do this. Oh, press the wrong speed button. Let's just jump back inside. There we go. Okay, now we can log out correctly. Have 2 pictures of Lord of the Rings. Oh, fantastic. Back to Dapperdan. Let's go and make ourselves some fish cakes. Losing your mind collecting buckets. I haven't done that myself, but I've seen a lot of people have been doing that, definitely. Yeah, Hallelujah's another one, isn't it? Penguin. So many good songs. So many good songs, definitely. You need an all bagpipe Discord. Right, let's pick up the Golden Carp. Lots of good sales from tonight. Uncanny gear, Uncanny Combatants gear. Anything more since then? Let's have a look. Force Multiplier, that's quite a cheap one. Machinist Brilliance, that's good.
If you find anything
Up to
exotic,
3,000
bring
tricky
it.
treats. Wow, I have not done any at all. I've not even tried for the Headless Horseman, so I daren't do that. So let me go. And then fish cakes. Okay, let's create all of those. And then we'll send those back the other direction. I could make a TSM group for these, really, just for mailing them from person to person, but for the moment I'll just do it manually. Doesn't take too long. I need to come back to Samadan to look for some recipes as well. We'll come back and do that. Let's go around here. Let's go Beth and the Dylan version. I'm not familiar with those ones. Right, okay, so the last of this lot. Go through here, grab the stuff from the mail, the fish cakes. We'll take that, and then we can hand in that final quest over there. Head back over here. And we've still got some more levelling to do on dual crafting. There's quite a lot of stuff to do there. How are we doing for gold on Bridget? 20,000 gold. So we spent a fair amount on getting those panthers started. We need to make some sales on those panthers before we can really invest a huge amount of gold into the profession any further. But that said, it would probably be quite nice to get some more BFA stuff coming through. Let's have a look. Got a fair amount here, so that's good. Do we have some fish cakes left ready for tomorrow? We've got 5, so that's good. Manual strong anti-venom requires alchemy. Don't have that. Who can learn that? Total owned. Could be learned by Goldmaking. Okay, so that's useful. We'll send that one over, perhaps. There we go. Night Night Aura Warrior, lovely to have you here. I've not heard John Mayer, Jack. I have no idea. Right, what else have you got here? There's a Brutosaur over there. Right, so recipes. Let's have a think. We could probably... I don't want to spend gold directly on the recipes here. We've got a fair amount to do on both engineering and on dual crafting. We've only got Yeah, one of 300 for dual crafting here, vanilla wise. We haven't got any of the earlier stuff. Missing quite a lot of expansions there. On engineering, we have again no Coltiran engineering. Cataclysm, we're missing. We've got just basically vanilla engineering and Pandaria engineering. Eric Klapsmode is Decennia. Video on the Wowhead blog gets tripped up with the... well, there's an interesting point about the Hallows pets. The vendor sells a BOE item, not the actual pet. Different ID than the pet itself. I've seen people posting the item at a different price of the pet, sometimes quite a bit lower. The video on the Wowhead blog gets tripped up with the pricing. He was reviewing, he was looking at the item, not the pet itself. Good call, Daily Show. Probably worth putting a comment in underneath there for that. That's something I quite often do myself, and Vardis reminds me that I've been looking at the item, not the pet itself. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know either, Vesamora, so I couldn't say. So, choices here of professions. Let's go back to Samadan, see if we can pick up anything tailoring and enchanting wise. First out to just complete the... No, you can't, Jack. We're all allowed respectful opinions. Kindness and understanding, as always. Ooh, looks like I hiccuped again there. Looks like my internet's back though, so we should be okay. There we go. Let's go back onto this. There we go. Vitaha, 801. Thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. When you eventually get the Onyx Panther recipe, but prepared for the sticker shock on what it costs to make it. You have to have all the other panthers. Ouch, Inkstain. That is definitely going to cost me a lot, isn't it? Definitely. I'm refraining from talking about the music you do, like in an effort to avoid a banter. I welcome all opinions here, Vesamora. No one is excluded. Is there any difference for me between someone subbing with Prime and with money? No difference at all, Wonder Sheep. It's the same. Shows you who could learn a recipe in the tooltip. I believe that's Altaholic that's telling me in that one, Hellrider. It's really useful. Very useful. So let's go have a look and see if we can buy some more recipes as we're here.
Needs to be at least 2
So browse and let's have a look. Let's have a look at enchanting. What have we got here? Not a huge amount looking at this. Executioner, cat swiftness, enchant weapon potency, life stealing was the one we were looking up. Real Ginny, you mentioned this one about selling that currently at 39,000. So we'll miss that one as well. We'll miss it for the moment anyway. Lesser Elemental Slayer at 1,000. Nothing really jumping out at me. I don't really want to buy that for 1,000. For 5,000, I'd rather wait to see if that drops lower. Maybe I could get a better sale from that later. Let's have a look at tailoring. See if there's anything there. Yes, I was looking at it, wasn't I, Real Jenny? And it was like, could be worth a sale on that one. It's quite pricey at the moment, but if it drops in price, then definitely. Now that looks cheap. Unyielding Girdle, 1,500. I'll take that. Let me just move that back around this way so I can see the price. I think this is where it gets expensive. Boots of the Enchanter at 10,000. That's way overpriced. And green silk pack. Not seeing anything particularly cheap. That's 7.5 million for Robe of the Void. That's definitely not what I'm going to be buying. Spider silk slippers sound nice. That would be good. 1,000 for that. That's about on target. I like the sound of spider silk slippers. 1,000 historical. Region average is 1,300. I'll take those. Let's take those. Learn to make some slippers. Is always good. There we are. It does sell. Maybe it takes a while. I don't remember when he last crafted it. What if it's particularly good for tank heirloom gear? Could be. It could be good, definitely. Time Water Cry was when I had kids in the bar asking who was singing Bohemian Rhapsody because it was the Glee version. It wasn't the Glee version. I think that's Queen you were. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Got to appreciate the craftsmanship there is. It's an epic song, definitely. What are we uploading my dual crafting operations on Pastebin as I delve into the profession world? Most definitely the perfect pint. As I do more into each of these professions, I'll keep them up to date over on Patreon, because it's a good way of just learning the profession and then spreading it out. And then definitely the dual crafting and engineering need a lot of work in their current form. I wouldn't probably share them, but I will do once I've filled them out some more. And the same with tailoring as well. I've done a lot more on that as well. Right, we picked up those, so let's learn those, get some more recipes. Unyielding girdle. Some of these things I haven't picked up yet. I haven't made, certainly, so we can add those to our list. So let's have a look at those. Unyielding girdle and spider silk slippers. Let's have a look. Spider. Now let's look up slippers. Will be easier. Silkweave slippers. Don't have those. Let's have a look. Spider silk slippers. Bolter silk cloth. Spider silk. What do they look like? They look. I can't see them because they're off to the left. They look like a green pair of slippers, basically. Currently have a sale rate of 0.01. Good profit margin on them. So let's queue up some of those. And girdle, unyielding girdle, needs primal mooncloth, primal earth and primal nether. Doesn't have a profit on it because of the price of one of these. I don't have a mat cost. What is it? I don't have a mat cost. Primal nether. I have one for each of those. Let's look at the unyielding girdle. That's a nice bright yellow one. Nothing too fancy there. A couple of sockets on it is all it's got there at the moment. Actually, Louise, you're more than welcome. Lovely to have you here. Certain we've got called by a fan watching it. They say it's in jest, but far often to be comfortable now. Yeah, definitely. Right click and drag the character in the appearance window to move up and down. Can you really move the character? Oh yes, I can at least show you that. That was the slippers I was looking at, the spider silk slippers. So they're not particularly glamorous. Looking at those, and the unyielding girdle I don't think is amazingly pretty, but it would be probably interesting to put in the list if we were to do that. It doesn't know the profit on that. Crafting costs for primal nether. Primal mooncloth we've got. I don't understand why this doesn't have a profit for it. For the unyielding girdle. Because I have a mat cost for each of these things. Mat cost for the primal earth. Mat cost for the primal nether. They look mouldy. They do look mouldy, definitely. But we're not got a profit. Let's try reload. / reload. Just so you can see that. And then there's obviously loads of other things I've learnt recently as well. But you never know. It could be useful. Well, Cody, thank you so much. 6 months of Prime. That is amazing. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Welcome to the next tier of Samadan badge. Hollow emotes for you. Thank you so much. And Matt Mod, thank you so much for the follow as well. Lovely to have you here as well. Right, so let's have a look at this. Is there any auction house data on the item itself? That's the next thing to look at, actually. That's a good point. Unyielding girdle. Maybe one hasn't been posted on girdle. It's only got a region. We haven't got a DB market. That'll be why. DB market is telling me... no, region average is telling me 13,000. So it's something that hasn't been crafted, which is why it's not got a profit on it. There you go. Good point, yeah. No recent sale pricing data on it. It's that old. 0 auctions. Sale average 3,900. Primal Mooncloth's going to be expensive, definitely. Yeah. Let's have a look, actually. Let's do this the other way round. Some of the things that we haven't been making. So let's have a look. Tailoring on Samadan. Some things that we could make profit-wise. Let's look at the profit stuff. If there's anything here that's... Bejeweled Wizard Braces. 0.02. That sounds fancy. Frozen Shadowweave Robe. Again, I'm going for 0.02 and higher, really. I haven't got a... Why haven't I got a Primal Mooncloth bag here? That's very expensive. 34,000. We can go to get the Uncanny rank 2 and 3 recipes for tailoring. So for the Uncanny gear, you need Marks of Honor, in which case you need to do Battlegrounds. And those are account bound, so it doesn't matter which character does it. You have to do it on a on any character that's good at PvP and Battlegrounds, really, and then send it over to the character that needs them. If you wait for the Brawl on the calendar, then you can get 8 in one go with a win. And so the next Brawl we've got is Temple of Hopmogu, begins on Wednesday for EU. So for every 120 you can do that, and if you get a win you get 8 Marks of Honor, which really helps in getting more of those. We'd really like to have a comp stomp, because that makes it really easy, but I haven't seen a comp stomp in a while. I don't know when the next comp stomp will be in terms of the calendar. Cooking Impossible. Yeah, there's doesn't look like it's in the rotation anymore. Not for a while, not at least till April. Yeah, not again till Shadowlands. Exactly that. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, definitely. 120. Yes, of course, I forget. I'm using old money. Every level 50, rather. Yeah. Yeah, so it's such a shame, definitely. Right, so we're filling out tailoring. Let's have a look. I was looking at some good stuff here, definitely. We had some options here. Tailoring on Samadan. I mean, profit's not necessarily good. Let's look at sale rate. Sale rate's better. Embroidered deep sea bag. We can't make any of those, unfortunately. Heavy wind wool bandage. I'm not sure why a heavy wind wool bandage would be any good, because we're already doing the wind wool ones. Yeah. Level 50 in metric. Yeah, I was using Imperial. Bolt of wind wool cloth, deep sea bandage, ember silk bag. Now, have I not got ember silk bag in my list of bags to make? That should be a thing, really. Let's add one of those into our list. What else have we got? Bolts, we don't need to bother with. Imbued, I'm not bothering with those. Mage weave bags also have a sale. Average there, 8 gold. We're going to add those into our list of things to make. Tide spray linen bandages. Now, I did hear that bandages are still used in PvP. So I might try some deep sea bandages, because they might be a thing. And then we've also got some other bags here. Red Mageweave bag. Let's do all the bags. Netherweave tunic I've already got. Yeah, that's right. I'm looking for things that I'm missing here. Things we don't have crafting operations for. Now this will be coming up soon. Red winter clothes. That's going to be for sort of like the Winter's Veil events. Now, Runecloth bag is the one thing that isn't a profit here in terms of bags. 6 gold, 76 is very, very cheap. Crafting cost is 38 gold for a 14 slot bag. I wouldn't want to do one of those. We've got Relics of the Past coming in here, which is interesting. Imbued Netherweave bag. I'm sure I had one of those in my list of things to make. Why haven't I got one of those in my list? 61 Greater Plain Essence, Netherweb Spider Silk. It's an 18 slot bag. We've got the Hydral Expedition one. So let's just have a look at all of those for a moment. Crafting wise, we've got a whole load of interesting things here. I'm not sure about these. Oh, that's going to use Crusader Orbs for the Bejeweled Wizard's Bracers. That looks expensive. Let's have a look. Okay. And it's all better than the normal Windles. Oh, really, Hellrider? Okay. To heal dragons faster for the daily quest. Okay, so heavy and regular Windwall are on the list then. Okay. Then I'll take that advice. Heavy wind. We'll queue up one of those as well. There we go. So the bags and everything else isn't in here. So can we even craft some of this stuff gathering wise? Let's see what we can get and then go from here. We'll see if we can fill out this list a little bit. We've got stuff from various people. There we go. So some stuff we can get from the regular guild bank, so we'll do that. Things we can make. Not sure about those Crusader Orbs, whether to use them for that though, yeah. It's the cosplayer that made Bolvar's hammer. Yeah, I saw that look really nice, Darkwing. Yeah. Did I have a Cindercloth robe? Oh, Cindercloth's definitely useful. I'm sure I had a list of those though. Let me just have a double check of my group. Specials, tailoring, pretty clothes. I'm sure I had Cindercloth at one point. For some reason I don't appear to have it in my list here. Because yeah, I know Cindercloth does quite well. Fairly sure. Yeah, I don't appear to have it in my list. Good call, that one. Let's go find some. Crafting. Cinder. Yeah, so we've got Cindercloth boots, cloak, pants, gloves, robe, one each of everything. I think that would be worth having at least one each of those in. Gloves, robe, vest, pants, boots, and a cloak would make perfect sense. Gathering wise, we need to grab a load of stuff there. Who is this Worgen? Where is Samadan? we have unkempt Dan. Yeah. Dog is raining here in the US. Ouch, Dying Dragons. I hope you managed to get your dog back. Let's get the bolts of Runecloth from there. Grab those. Okay, so we've got some stuff from the auction house. Eye of Zul, Majestic Zircon, Nether Web Spider Silk, Primal Mooncloth from the auction house. Okay, let's have a look at these just to check. Let's go over this way. Level 30, 9 hours, 14 played. Very nice, Glad Played Games. Very nice indeed. We're just shopping for new tailoring things at the moment. Always fun to learn something new. So that Bolt of Frostweave at $2.99 is actually cheaper for me to actually buy the Bolts of Frostweave. So I'm going to scoop up all of those. Save me the crafting time, $2.99. I'll take those. So what have we got? Netherweb Spider Silk at $165. That looks like a good price. What would I really want this at? Region average is 350, so I'm going to take everything up to there, the 11 of them. How many do I need? I need 2, so that's fine, we'll get extra. Now, Majestic Zircon and Eye of Zul. Mat cost 79.95. Majestic Zircon is... that cost me 39 to craft, and that cost me 90 to craft. So I'll take those. Now the problem we're going to have here is that how many do I need? 1 of those and 1 of those. The problem here is the Primal Mooncloth. What's our crafting cost of that? That is, see, 175. And that's currently at 310. So I will need to make that Primal Mooncloth, not get it from the auction house. In which case, I go to my tailoring. Primal Moo. And I need to queue up. How many do we need? 8, was it? Yes, we needed 8. We'll queue that up. That comes in there from the Bolt of Imbued Netherweave and the Primal Life, in which that we need to get from the Primal Life and Primal Water from the auction house. We'll check on those prices though, because we might be able to get them cheaper elsewhere. Let's have a look. Shaggy Dan. So late already. If nobody knows me, because I'm quite a quiet viewer, and you're looking so good today. Thank you. Not your native language. Mizanthi, thank you so much for stopping by. It's lovely to have you here, and thank you for the kind words. Very kind of you to say so. How do I have the buy from auction house at task list? This is all from the gathering window, is how this works, Alex Anderson. More Savis, thank you so much for the follow. Matt Mod, did I get your follow from earlier? But thank you so much. So, Primal Water and Primal Life. The moats become these, don't they? This looks expensive. Moat of Water. 10 moats into a Primal Water. So that would be 50 gold. That seems better. How much did I need? Primal Life 8, Primal Water. No, so I need 50 moats of water. Let me have a look. Let's search that again actually. Moat of water. I've got 41 there at 50. And the Primal Water at that price was... let's have a look. Do we have these in a group perhaps? Eternals we don't have here. Water will be too much of a search for all of those. I was looking for like Moat of Water there, and then Primal Water is going to be a while away. Hold on, let me have a look. Primal Water is there at 175. Mat cost 103. So yeah, those moats of water are definitely worth grabbing. I'm going to grab those first. Ms. Anthony, thank you so much for the follow. So we're going to go with this moat of water first and foremost. That will take me close but not enough. I've got 3 in the guild vault. So if that buys me 43, I'll probably just need to buy a few more of it there. That takes me to 100. My mat cost was 100 for the primal. So I'm going to buy that. And Moat of Life. We're at 490, which is again good for the primals. I'm going to take all of those. That takes me up to 60 for the primal there. What was the Primal Life? Let's look that up. Primal Life was at 130, yeah, so we don't need those at that price. So we can get those, turn the moats into primals. So we'll collect up all of the bolts. Lots of extras there. Then we go to our bags, we look up our moats, and we can make these. Whoops, Didn't mean to click that too many times. Should have enough for this for now, and then 6 of those for the motes of water. I don't think that's quite... Oh no, that is enough, exactly enough. And then primal mooncloth we can make, is what we're going to do here. Bolt of imbued netherweave, we need to do that, and we need 2 more primal waters from the looks of that, so we're not quite there. We might have to make a couple of those. Am I still getting sales from crafted BFA items? They do have a pretty sale rate. Yes, I do. The uncanny gear is still selling very well at the moment, definitely. So let's go through this. Tailoring crafts we're going to do. Let's do some bolts of imbued netherweave, bolts of imbued frostweave, and the spell weave. All this stuff. Let's get this. Sold 10 uncanny pieces today alone. Pretty good going. I like that. So let's get some imbued frostweave going here. Thank you, Jack. And then let's do some imbued netherweave. Now I have to remember all of these are going to have to go into various groups for crafting and things like that. Hey Jack. We're still missing bolts of mage weave, cardinal ruby, lots of stuff from alt guild banks here, so we need to deal with those as well. Let's go through. Netherweave still being made at the moment. Is that still going? Yes, it is. It's just a bit slow. Crafting. Just really slow bolts of imbued netherweave. Netherweave is so slow to craft. Netherweave bags are slow to craft. Okay, ember silk cloth should be quicker, hopefully. Where's the window for that? Bolt of ember silk cloth. Craft. There we go. Let that run through. That should be quicker. Need sharper sewing needles. Yeah, it's all the Burning Crusade stuff. Doesn't. It's just so slow. Did I have a link to my Amazon? I believe it's store. No. Shop. I can't remember the name of it. Let me just have a look at my command that was on a timer. It was Amazon. There we go. Wrong thing. Amazon. There we go. Jack's got it. Thank you, Jack. Right, let's make some spell weave. Make some nice fancy flashy effects. Hey Jack, more. And then the primal mooncloth, we can make 6 of them. Let's craft those. Make the 8 we can craft. Requires a moon mark. Oh, of course it does. Primal mooncloth. Let's go over to... Right, best route for this is to go to... Let's go to Stormwind and then go over to the next area from there. We're going to run out of time for this, but we'll get crafting what we can. This is all good. Party Rudolph, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Pretend mage, yeah, it's something like that, isn't it? Definitely. And Jeremy Dwayne, thank you also for stopping by.
Your timing couldn't be better. Mechatork is
That was the wrong button. I meant to do that one for flying. Grab ourselves down to Stormwind. Lift, Lazy, Spatey, and Magic are all on. Okay, fantastic. There's a good list there. And right, okay, so let's go Stormwind. Let's run out of here. Make ourselves some primal mooncloth. The 8 we need, and then we should be fine from that list. We can take those off. Let's go here. Is anyone in a onesie? That's a good question. Pass on the onesie love. Right over the Wickham bomb for the bonfire for the 10% XP ref buff. Oh, will I Commander Bond? Interesting. Tomorrow's another interview with Hegons to talk about Shadowlands and flipping on multiple rounds. Oh, excellent. Looking forward to that one, Jack. Definitely. You get a rep buff going with the Wickham Daily. That might be something for me if I want to collect those eggs. Yes, Stolpcraft. That was mentioned before. Thank you, and thank you, Commander Bond, as well. We're just going to go and do our mooncloth first. Just jump through the gap in the tree. You kind of have to aim for the middle.
The bells have tolled.
There's the horseman.
You're weak, you're young, and you're old. Each of you shall pay the final sum.
I've never actually heard that before.
For mercy, the reckoning has come.
So where is the Wickerman? I have to look out for that now. Let's go through here into the grove and plop ourselves into the moonwell. There we are. And then we'll go here and we'll make our primal mooncloth. See, we've only got 6 of the 8 primal water. Not quite got enough for this. I can't claim to be a goldmaker because I'm poor, but make loads of gold, but you spend impulsive buy. Goldmakers discover that habit. That's fair enough, Penguin. That's how it should be, really. There we go. How many did we make? Did we make the 6 we needed there? We needed another 2, unfortunately. So we're missing Cardinal Ruby. We're missing the Heart of Fire for the Cindercloth stuff. The Heavy Silken Thread. We need the Bolts of Mageweave. Primal Water. More Bolts of Mageweave. And then the Primal Earth and Primal Mooncloth for that one. Was the Unyielding Girdle, which is quite a lot to make there. We will make some of these things though. We can make some of these and add them to our lists. So, easy way here, let's have a look. Yeah, let's just craft these now. And then we'll add them to a group. Cindercloth Cloak. We'll need to make some Cindercloth Gear to add to all of these. Only do it in certain. It's nice for a bit of flavour, Stolpcraft. It does get a bit annoying, like the Legion stuff needing to go to that special loom was the main problem. Can't really miss it. It's huge and generally on fire. Okay. Range drop weight was bugged. It was something like 10%. Trashed so many rains. Wow. I have a tier 3 garrison. The Wickerman's also available there. Oh right. Okay. That would make things easier. Right, so we've made half of the things. What we need to do now is add those to groups now whilst we have them in our bags, because that's going to be useful. So tailoring, pretty clothes. I'm going to add in this group and call it Cindercloth. And then we're going to add in those 2 that we made. We'll add in the others later. And specials. Let's have a look. Miss Outfits, Region Sale. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, that is literally miscellaneous outfits. We want to go to bags. Embroidered, herb, hide your otherworldly, nether weave. Right, so we've got a few extra ones here. What have we got? Bandages is another one actually. Whilst I'm here, heavy wind wool. Deep sea bandage, adding those in. A bit over the place here at the moment. And then bags, we need to make a couple of extra groups here. What's Ember Silk? Ember Silk is 22 slot, so we'll call this one 22 Ember Silk bag, and we'll add in Ember Silk bag. Bit of maintenance really more than anything else, and then a few other. Imbued nether weave is 18, so we'll make a new one here. 18 imbued nether weave. Nice big name there. There we go, and that can go in here as an extra one there. Nice, definitely a good bottleneck, definitely. ATM98, thank you so much for the follow. Right, and red winter clothes, we want in pretty clothes, seasonal, pretty clothes, and we'll call this seasonal. I'm going to add in red winter clothes, and then we also want the slippers, pretty clothes, shirts and vests, spell threads, pretty clothes, feet. That's the best thing I can think of for that. Let's make one there like that. Okay, so this is a start. This still needs some work. We're only just expanding our tailoring into a few extra bits and pieces here. We'll make this a bigger group in the future, and I'll go through and tidy it up. So there's going to be lots of stuff. Burnished bags and leatherwork. Yes, I've already got those, Marsba. We did get a couple of sales. Not massive, but definitely. So we've got options there. We'll leave that at that point. I've still got the crafting queue, so I'll have to come back to that another point. I'll leave Samadan parked just outside his spa resort here. So there we go. Right, let's find someone we can throw some love on over to. That's all the time I've got for tonight. Thank you everyone who's hung out in chat tonight. It's been lovely having you all here. I'm glad we were able to share the onesie stream with everyone. Let me just get my Twitch up so I can see who's on. And let's have a look. Now who haven't I done in a while? Now let's have a look. Well, we've got choices here, lots of choices. Can't do Elle. She would. I haven't done Ellie for a long while actually. He did give me a massive raid, Jack. That is very true. I think we should probably. I think it would be fair to do. Much as I'd like to do Elaith, because I don't often get a chance to do her, I think it would be fairer to return the favour to Magicus, who did give me a massive raid from earlier, and who is doing giveaways as well. So I think that's probably the fairest way to send it on over. And then if Elaith is on again, we'll go from there, I think. Great seeing, always a pleasure to listen to you and hanging out and chat. Onesie stream was magnificent, thank you. You're more than welcome. Right, let's set this one up. There we go. Hold on, that's not working. There we go. Raid. I'm going to make sure I spell this correctly. Yeah, as Magicus gave me a massive raid the other day, we'll send some love over his way. He's doing mainly giveaways and things like that, so you never know, you might get lucky. Send a raid over to Magicus. Thank you all for such a lovely stream. It was lovely to have you here. My next stream will most likely be on Tuesday evening. So don't forget, our clocks have changed in the UK and EU, so it's different for America till November the 1st. Until then, from myself, Chewbacca, and no cats unfortunately, happy gold making, and I'll see you very soon. Let's raid Magicus.